Now look, this is the beginning of me and my twin brothers' careers trying to get to the NFL. We're from New York, but unfortunately for us, we don't come from money at all. More specifically, we're from the Bronx, the slums of it at that. And right now, it's looking like the only way we're gonna be able to make it out is through the football route. Now, we done definitely tried multiple sports, but it just seems like football was just it for us. And we're trying to make sure our mother, who took care of us through our whole childhood by herself, is able to retire very young. And so, we ain't got no choice but to make it to the NFL. And not only that, be stars when we get there. So first, you got me, Keyshawn Johnson, #1 quarterback. Now, my style as a quarterback, most definitely way more of a pocket passer than I am scrambling. I can use my legs if I need to, but I definitely trust my arm way more than I trust my legs. And now for my twin brother, Montrell Johnson, wide receiver. And to me, he's the #1 receiver in the nation. I'm only like a 3-star quarterback right now. He's a 5-star wide receiver. He can't be guarded, fast, and not only that, he plays both sides of the ball, just like Travis Hunter. Now that y'all know about us, y'all need to know about our current situation. We are now seniors in high school, and due to me only being a 3-star quarterback, the last school we was in ended up bringing in a 5-star to bring our team to the championship, state championship. So we end up transferring schools so that I can have an opportunity to stay on the field. Now Montrell, no matter what happened, he was gonna be on the field. I especially need to change schools for this last season, but there's always a downside to things, and our downside going to this school is the fact that it's one of the worst schools in the district. So it's gonna be a lot harder for us. Our talent is way less, but with me and Montrell, ain't no telling what we're gonna be able to do this season. Like, even though I'm not really that much known and Montrell really is the most known player, they kind of compare us to how Mahomes and Tyreek Hill was because of my rocket arm, and then Montrell just being a speedy receiver, or even Shadern Travis Hunter, because we got a good quarterback and we got a great two-way player. And now look, the high school world, they're in for a rude awakening, because last season, I didn't really play that well. I just had a couple good games because of Montrell, just being him. But after football season had ended last year, I kept on working. And this year, I'm ready to ball. Now, we're starting the season off 1-0. We're coming into our second game of the season, and in the third quarter, we're down 13-17. Their defense has really been all over us, because I'm gonna be honest, like I said, this team is just a lot worse than what we had in our junior season. So, after all the stuff I've been working on during the off season, I'm gonna have to show it all off. But it's getting a little hard to do that when the O-line isn't really blocking that well for me. I'm used to having a great O-line. I'm used to having people that just go jump in front of people to block for me. But that's not going to happen this year. And this whole drive was just ruined for me not knowing how to deal with that type of thing. So now we're still down 17-13. They done drove the ball all the way down the field. 3rd and goal, running this ball in, and they weren't able to get in. Great defense. So we still got a chance. Under 3 minutes left in this game, down 7 points. We have no choice but to score a touchdown here. Scrambling out to the right side. Got a playmaker, somebody to the left side, and look at him wide open. And he has the speed to take this thing for 6. Making this field goal will tie this game up. We just need defense to get another stop, and we can win this game. And with us really needing to stop, 2 minutes left, the defense is locking up 3rd and 9. They decided to do a QB run play. That boy Montrell was all over that. He had to slide down before taking a hit. And now he's making a play on offense, getting his big first down, getting past the 50-yard line. It's less than a minute left in this game. We're still driving. Hitting Montrell once again, getting his first down. All we got to do is get in field goal range, and we win. And we did. Going on to 2-0 this season, 23-20. Great game. That boy Montrell, 5 catches, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns. These are things that he just does because he's him. As for me, I was throwing 50%, 3 touchdowns, a pick, 340 yards. It wasn't an accurate game, but we won the game, and that's all that really matters. Now look, at this point in our high school careers, obviously Montrell, he's already had multiple offers to huge schools, and me, I've only gotten offers to the smaller schools. But this season, I just got to make sure I change that. Because there are a couple schools that me and him want to go to. You know, with us growing up in New York, our favorite team being the Giants and Odell being one of our favorite receivers we ever seen, like LSU is one of those schools that we wanted to go to. Along with that, the schools like FSU too, you know what I'm saying, and UNC that we just want to go to, you feel me? But until then, I got to make sure that I get offered to go to those schools. And that means putting my entire skill set on display, night in and night out. And here on 3rd and 10, they thought they had us locked up until that boy Montrell burnt them over the top. I was able to put that ball over the top too for this big touchdown. We're doing really well in this game right now, up 14-0 with the ball in the second half. And like I said, with this rocket of an arm, I can make almost every pass I need to make. Obviously, there's still some passes that I need to get a little bit better at, ball placement, ball trajectory and stuff like that. But overall, I got pretty good accuracy that will only get better as time goes on. I mean, look at this pass. Come on now. I mean, it was more of Montrell making a great play on that ball, but hey man, we just got that chemistry that's unguardable. Like when you got a quarterback and a receiver that just knows exactly what each other wants to do. I mean, us being twins too don't make it any easier for any team that got to go against us. And now, as much as I said that this team wasn't really that good, against this team that we're against right now, we look really good. Our O-line is blocking. I mean, look at our receiver too, making huge plays like this, going crazy. They started to finally score at the end, but it was way too late. We win this game by 10 points. And this time, I get player of the game. 353 yards, 59%, 4 touchdowns. I was doing my thing. And just look at that receiving duo right there. Them boys went crazy. They were just unguardable in this game. Now, I done talked about Montrell being an amazing wide receiver a good amount. But I feel like him being a lockdown cornerback doesn't get talked about enough. Because to be honest, he's almost as good as he is as a receiver as a corner. But when he's making big plays like this all the time as a wide receiver, it's hard to see him as a cornerback for other people, I guess. It's just the fact that teams don't like to target him that much as a corner, so he can't make plays. You feel me? That's how it is. But normally, that's just the casuals who don't think he's that good of a cornerback. You know, all the analytics and guys, they got the, you know what I'm saying, the advanced stats of really how great he is at locking up his man every time he's on the field. Even though he's on the field almost every single play, just like Travis Hunter is, he's still able to somehow get out there on both sides and just perform well every single time he's out there, which is why coming into our senior season, he's a top 5 receiver ranked and a top 20 cornerback ranked. And I believe that he'll end up being #1 or top 5 on both of those positions by the end of this year. But right now we're up 7-3 in the red zone with 3 minutes left on 1st and 10. I gotta run, but I cannot get out. I end up fumbling the ball, but lucky for me, my lineman was able to pick that ball up. But because of what I did, we're now 2nd and 23, and I got to find a way to get us back up the field. And you know I got to get it to my guy, my brother Montrell, who gets us back to 3rd and 7. And I got to find a way to put this ball in the end zone. I really didn't want to throw an interception here. I might have had Montrell on the backside, but gained a good amount of yards. And coach, he wasn't going for it. He wanted us to go for it here on 4th down. And we ended up getting a crazy diving grab for the touchdown. We ain't drive all the way down here for no reason. And them boys over there, they just cannot score. Our defense is looking really good. Montrell's locking up as he always does, and it looks like he's just leading as an example for the rest of the team. And me, I'm putting my crazy accuracy on display. The way I put that ball in our receiver's hands, like, yo, ain't a lot of people in the nation that could do that, especially in high school. I'm looking great. Now in the 4th quarter, up by 13 points. Getting a stop here will basically end the game. It's 3rd and 5. They're in 5 wide. Testing Montrell over the top like this is just not smart. He kind of overran it, but came back to it and caught the interception, which basically ended the game. Well, it was supposed to have ended the game, but coach wanted to go for it as they got us a 3rd down. Running the play action, I tried to scramble out to the left side. 2 people on me, and I ended up fumbling the ball. They pick it up, and they get a chance to try to get back into this game. And they actually made their way all the way down the field, getting the 1st and goal, testing Montrell again. And it looked like he was there for it. But that was an amazing pass, an amazing catch. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know who could guard that. That was just, like, look at that. The placement of that ball, which is insane. Montrell just couldn't knock it out. And so now it's a 6-point game. And after Montrell just allowed a touchdown, he told me to just give him that ball. And I did. Throwing that bit down the field, big play touchdown. He got his stuff back. And that was what ended the game. We went 31-17. Crazy at the end, man. What a game. Y'all already know that boy Montrell gets this time 3 catches, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. You cannot forget about the pick he caught. I was a little more accurate this time, 9 for 14, good amount of yards, you feel me? Did my thing. As a matter of fact, that boy Montreal actually caught 2 picks this game. Come on now. We're looking to continue our win streak here in this game, but it's not seeming like it's going to be too easy. Already, I've been sacked 2 times, so now it's 3rd and 16. I'm scrambling out to the left side, trying to find someone to get the ball to, and that man Montreal, every single time I need him, he's there for me. Catching that, getting us the first down so we can continue this drive. Got a motion coming out the backfield. I wanted to hit Montreal, but I had to go ahead and use my legs to scramble out to the right side. It hit my guy who was coming back to get the ball. And now thanks to those 2 big plays, we're now in the red zone. On 1st and 10, running out to the right side. Got my tight end making a crazy grab toe tap for the touchdown. After that touchdown, defense was able to get a scoop and score touchdown to then again score again. But then they were able to score. So now on 3rd and 2, we're looking to extend the lead back to what we had. It really seems like they understand that sometimes sending blitz against me kind of work a little bit. I end up backing up too far, and it's definitely something I need to work on. Because in college, if a team sends a blitz at me, I'm gonna need to know how to work out of that. Learn how to use its disadvantages as an advantage for me, especially knowing that that's a big thing when it comes to the NFL. Now this time, I was able to, navigate through that pocket very well and pick up this rushing touchdown. And well, it's looking like right now, this game done turned out to be a blowout. We're up 24-7, and we got the ball. And on 2nd and 14, I was able to get out the pocket, get a big gain, pick up a whole lot of yards rushing. And we win this game 30-7. They had no chance. They only scored 1 touchdown, and that was in the 2nd quarter. And I ended up with 218 yards passing, 3 touchdowns on 80%. I had a good amount rushing though, so that's probably why I ended up winning player of the game. 90 yards rushing, did my thing on the ground. And this is the first game Montreal didn't have 100 yards, but still got a touchdown though. I knew this would happen, and I was just been waiting for this. Coming into my senior season, I put in a lot of work, a lot of pain, so that I can be recognized. And I finally started to get recognized a lot more. I was a 3-star coming in, and I'm a 4-star. So I'm obviously starting to get recognized a lot. Obviously, my brother Montreal, 5-star corner and 5-star wide receiver. He's just that good. But me, I'm trying to get to that 5-star so that I can go to any school I want to, so that we can go to any school we want to. Because obviously we're going to the same school. But with the games I've been having, it's looking like it's going to be a possibility that we can go to any school we want to in the country. I just got to keep on going crazy, keep on balling out. And especially with this team not being that good, and we're still doing what we're doing right now, haven't lost a game yet, we're looking good. And if we win the state championship, man, it's going to be crazy. Now in this game, our offense isn't really moving as much as it has been. It's 4th down now. Probably gonna have to settle for 3 on this drive. But our coach is very confident in my talents as a quarterback to make sure we get the first down. And I do just that. Getting that first down, getting it right to my number 1, Montreal, obviously. Throwing it underneath one more time, and we're getting a touchdown. Now, even though we haven't been scoring as much as we normally do, our defense still been locking up. They got 3 points, and now it's 3rd and 10, getting locked up again. They got set for 3 more, and they did. And now we have under 20 seconds left, and coach is very aggressive. He wants to go for it here, as we do. I'm throwing it down the field to Montreal, and he's just that fast. He's just that good. Touchdown. And now they're starting off with the ball in the second half, but getting locked up again. On 3rd and 2, QB run. Was able to pick up a big gain, and Montreal tried to lay a big hit on him, completely missed him. If they want to be able to stay in this game, they're going to have to make sure that they don't just get field goals. They're going to have to score touchdowns, and it's looking like running the ball is going to be their way to do it. Just passing the ball ain't been working for them. But clearly, running the ball is. They finally get into the end zone. And after scoring that touchdown, they was able to get 2 points, tying the game up. I'm taking the hit on 3rd down, trying to throw that ball, and now they get the ball back because we have to punt it. It's 3rd and 1. They're running the ball again as they've been doing, and they've been doing it really well. This just shows that our defense is great on passing, but not on running. Montreal getting beat over the top, which normally doesn't happen, allowing the touchdown, and they take the lead. And so now it's not looking good for us. We have no choice. We have to score a touchdown here. It's 3rd and 4. Waiting, and I ended up throwing it right in between the zones, and he made that crazy catch. Great catch by Montreal. Now throwing that thing over the top Nobody there for him. Catching that ball to the back of the end zone for the touchdown. What a throw and what a catch. Now we need defense to get a stop real quick. We can go to OT. But if we're doing stuff like this, we ain't gonna go to OT. It's 28 seconds left. We just gotta stop them on 1st and 10. Then getting this crazy run. Montrell took a pretty bad angle and they pick up this huge gain. Almost going to touchdown, but luckily on the other side, someone made the tackle. And now with them going for a field goal, it's not looking too good for us. We might actually lose our first game of the season. But we got lucky. They missed the field goal, so now we're in OT. They start off with the ball, running the ball, of course, picking up the first down. Yo, our defense got to learn how to stop the run, because if not, it's not going to be too good at all for the rest of the season, because then teams going to know that we can't do it. And clearly we can't against them. They score a touchdown, running the ball, of course. And now it's our offense's turn, and on 2nd and 10, I tried to force this ball in through the seams. Couldn't secure that catch though. But 3rd and 10, and we don't have a choice but to pick up this first down. Wide open on that sideline for the first down. A big grab, a big throw. And now here on 1st and goal, I'm navigating through the pocket. I see a little gap. I'm able to squeeze through. I'm putting my body on the line to get this touchdown. And we in there. But coach ain't with this game to go on no longer. So him being aggressive, as I said, he wanted us to go for 2 points. So this is it. So I'm dropping back to the pocket. Montrell running to that right side. I'm following him, throwing this thing to the back of the end zone, and we win this game. Hey man, what can I say? It's that twin-to-twin connection for game. We had to. And so in a very crazy end of a game, we win 29-28 and continue our win streak. We stay undefeated. And I win player of the game, 216 yards on 56%, 4 touchdowns. Most importantly, we win the game. And Montrell wasn't playing around, going crazy. After that crazy ending we had last game, we really feel untouchable. Even though we only won by 1 point, it's just the amount of momentum that comes out of a game when you get a game winner, especially, just feels crazy. So now we got a lot of momentum. We come into this game, it's raining, we're away. But hey, we feeling good. And honestly, in this play right here, it really didn't feel like he stepped out of bounds. He didn't. If you look at it, he hurdled him, didn't step out of bounds, and the ref called it out. Clearly, they're going against us right now, but we're still going to win this game somehow. We just got the best quarterback and the best receiver in the state, in the nation. It don't matter. I'm running in there for the touchdown. We completing this drive. Defense went out there, got the stop, but it's looking like they might get a stop on us now. It's about 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and 8, getting tracked down, broke a sack, but finally got to hang it down. And with the time they had, they got all the way down the field to the red zone, and of course running that ball in for the touchdown. It's funny, this duel with me and Montrell is just like the, you know what I'm saying, Tyreek Hill thing. Throw it down there, he down there somewhere. He is every single time. Big play. We got 10 seconds left, so this is most likely our last opportunity. And I'm trying to get it to him again, which he actually had him beat, but I took a hit down on that ball, so we got to settle for 3. Now, we do get ball to start the second half, running the play action. The guy on the edge got right to me immediately. I could not get out the pocket to escape from him. So now it's 2nd and 12. And once again, he gets out of the, like, yo, this dude, one person destroyed this entire drive for me. Luckily, he didn't do it this time, but somebody out the blitz came through the A gap, getting the sack on me. Like I said, when blitzes happen, it gets a lot harder for me to focus, and I need to work on that. Because of that, they got the ball, they're already down the field, and they're getting into the end zone, taking the lead. I got to get better. Now, when blitzes are sent at me through play actions, it's kind of hard, especially when the running back is supposed to, you know, touch him a little bit. I couldn't even get the ball out. 3rd and 2, run another play action. They're blitzing again. I don't know why so many play actions are being called, but they're really not working at all. They're just sending blitzes at us and hitting me before I could throw the ball. Now they got the ball back, and he's trying to test Montrell. Not a good decision. Great job getting that ball back. Now we can go put some points on the board. Less than 2 minutes left. We need to. We ain't got no choice. And of course, they staying on what they've been doing, sending blitzes. And for some reason, nobody's picking up on these linebackers coming at me. I'm gonna need somebody to, because every time I'm gonna have to scramble every single play and try to get it out as fast as I can. This time, no blitz. But guess what? That edge is killing me in this game. And now it's 4th and 6. We got to pick up this first down or we lose the game. Had to throw it underneath. got the first down, call him timeout. 1st and 10 now, just under 40 seconds left. We got to get down the field. We got to find a way to score a touchdown, but I waited too long to make a decision. Couldn't make a decision, got hit, fumbled the ball, and somebody came in and scooped that ball up and scored a touchdown. So we lose our first game of the season. Not even too that good of an opponent. They were neutral, and they gave us our first loss. This game really showed my weakness, and that's when you send blitzes at me and when I don't have protections on the outside, because then it makes it hard for me to try to make the play for my guys, and I got to find a way to get over that, especially because in college, they might kill me with that. Now, 7 games through the season, I'm looking really good. I have the best passing rating with not the most passing yards, but I've only thrown 1 interception and 19 touchdowns. So I'm looking pretty good. And that's for Montrell, of course, leading the nation in receiving yards, up there, number 1 in touchdowns too, basically. He's going crazy, of course, as he also has a couple interceptions. And now, coming into the second half of this season, where we have only 1 loss, we just got to make sure not to lose no more, or at least not lose more than other teams are, so we can at least make it to the state championship. And if we're able to do that, especially, ain't no way every college ain't going to want me and Montrell. I mean, especially Montrell, but me, that's what I'm fighting for. Like just last season, this school that we're on right now only won 2 games, and now we're on this team and we've only lost 1 game through half the season. We done already changed this school up completely. And I mean, it's so crazy for this school, what we're doing for them. That's like, we're kind of like celebrities here at this school. It's kind of funny. And if it's one thing that everybody keep on telling us and asking us to do, is to win that state championship. Bring that state championship to this school, and y'all know we got to do that. Now in this game, we're up 14-3. We're looking pretty good in here. I'm showing off my crazy accuracy, placing this ball exactly where I need to put it while he's catching that ball, going to the ground without taking a hit. 1st and 10, throwing that thing over the top to Montrell for the touchdown. Can't guard him. At this point, it's already a blowout. They can't even get into the end zone. It's still the first half. We're up 21-3. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing. If I ever see somebody one-on-one versus Montrell, he's on a streak route, there's no reason why that ball's not going to him. He's just too fast. And now at this point, it's the second half. And they finally put a touchdown up on the board. Not only that, they got the ball. If they score a touchdown here, they might have a chance. And they do score. So they might have a chance in this game. That is, if their defense can get a stop on our offense. I don't see that happening though. And well, it did happen. They got a big stop on our offense actually. And then on defense, attacked Montrell over the top. Beat him over the top, and he had to chase his man down. Just barely missed the tackle, but luckily his teammate was there to make the tackle. And now in the red zone, they're running this ball up the middle. And y'all know our defense is not good at stopping runs. They scored a touchdown again, putting them in the game. I don't know what it was that started making me sell. I don't know if it's his home crowd or what, but we were up by a lot. And now we got to find our way back to winning this game. And of course, got to go to Montrell. He was one-on-one, and of course, he beat him over the top once again. Last time they tested Montrell over the top, it wasn't good for him. But this time, he's all over that streak route, catching the interception, and that should put the game away. Probably should be running the ball right now, but Montrell is one-on-one, and remember what I said, you cannot 1v1 him, especially if you ain't the best cornerback in the nation. Like, what are you doing? Another touchdown for Montrell. He is going stupid. It went from a blowout to being the game again, and then back to a blowout. We win by 22 points, and this dude had 8 catches, 355 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's like, bro, because of that, I had 447 yards with 5 touchdowns. That boy Montrell just that good. And not only that, he ended up catching 2 interceptions in this game. Just crazy, ridiculous. After the game that we just had, the amount of recognition that we've been getting has been even crazier. I mean, obviously it would be given the stats that we put up in that game. But the thing was, this time, normally it's always Montrell getting all the, all the hype and recognition. But I was getting some too, and I wasn't expecting it. Even though I had a great game, I thought he was going to get most of it. Or all of it, because he had like 90% of my yards. But hey, I was putting that ball there when I needed to. So I was doing my job, and I'm getting recognized for it. But the thing is, what comes with all the recognition that I'm gonna have to get used to is trying to focus on school as well, because you can't be an athlete out without being a student. You know what I'm saying? Student athlete. And I've been starting to, fall off on my grades a little bit, but I'm gonna eventually get that up. And especially going into college, I cannot fall on my grades at all, because then I won't be able to play. Got to get that right. But right now, we're in a pretty good game. We're down 7 points, and we really haven't been down that much this season at all. So with a minute left in this first half, we got to find our way to get a touchdown or a field goal so they don't start going ahead. I'm just dotting our way up the field. It's now 2nd and 3, about 30 seconds left in this first half. Scrambling out to the left side. Playmaker in my guy up a little bit. He's making his catch, getting out of bounds. Perfect. And now 2nd and goal. Less than 20 seconds left in this first half. I tried to throw this ball to the drag route, but got hit while throwing the ball. 16 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal. Gotta find something, but don't throw an interception. I end up taking another hit. Luckily, it ain't falling to somebody else's hands. We gotta kick this field goal. And we actually ended up getting the ball starting off the second half, but they've been all over us. It's 3rd and 4 now, and I tried to scramble, end up taking a hit. Got completely sandwiched, and they end up scoring a touchdown, which put them up by 11 points. And so now we're really fighting an uphill battle. It's 3rd and 10. I got to scramble to pick up this first down, and I'm getting even more yards. And it really seems like their offense is really rolling. So if we don't score on this drive, it might be bad business for us. I'm going to have to make sure I do all these smart reads. Don't make no dumb decisions, because the game will be over that fast. That means I'm going to have to take my little check downs even when I don't want to. Even when I want to throw the ball deep down the field, got to take the smart passes. Except for this one, because I seen that my guy had him beat. A great pass, a great catch for the touchdown. And because we're down by 5, we decided to go for 2 points. And we were not able to get it because when I threw the ball, I ended up taking a hit. We really need defense to get a stop here, and that's what they finna do. It's 3rd and 9, and Montreal actually got beat over the top. But luckily, there was a safety over there, so the quarterback decided to throw to the other side, and it's deflected. So they punt the ball to us, and now we're making our way down the field, trying to score a touchdown to go ahead and take the lead. It's 3rd and 4 now, and we gotta pick this up. And I end up finding my boy Montreal. Of course, every time I need him, he's wide open. Big touchdown, and we take the lead. And of course, we're going for 2 points, so we could be up by 3 points because it's a 1-point game. But once again, couldn't get it out. It's about to be 2 minutes left in this game, and they done made their way all the way down the field. But threw that ball to the middle a little bit too early, got intercepted by a linebacker. Now we got a chance to go ahead and put this game away. But here on 1st and 10, we're a little bit backed up. I ended up walking back into the end zone and got sacked for a safety. Terrible. Like, there ain't no way in a moment this big, I decided to do something dumb as that. I couldn't at least just step back inbounds? Come on now. But they ended up making their way back to the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they ran the ball in for the touchdown, which would not be their smartest decision because now we have a chance. We're still in this game. The game is not over. We got 30 seconds left in this game to make something happen. But when you got Montreal, ain't nothing impossible. Especially with me, the way I'm putting, ain't nobody putting the ball in spots like that in high school other than me. Like, after that safety, I'm winning this game. 1st and 10, running out to the right side. Got some pretty decent blocks. I'm getting to that edge and getting this first down. Toe tapping a little bit, getting out of bounds. Now on 1st and 10, Montreal is one-on-one on the left side, but there was a safety over the top. And I'm taking a hit throwing this ball. Luckily, I threw it out of bounds because that could have been terrible. Now on 2nd and 10, they got on the edge and ended up getting free fast. Took a sack. But this game is not over. 3rd and 18. I got my guy through the seams, making a crazy pass and a great catch. While taking a hit, what a catch. We need 2. Gotta go for 2 points to try to tie this game up. The last 2 tries in this game went complete. But can we get it this time? Of course, I'm going to my brother Montreal with 3 people on him, and he cannot complete the catch. And we lose this game, my 2nd of the season. And somehow, I wouldn't player the game, even in a loss. Even though we lost that game, me and Montreal, we still had great games. It just, I feel like them 2 2-point conversions that we didn't get really lost us this game. Really shouldn't have lost that game, but we did. So we lose our 2nd game of the season. All we got to do here is just make sure that we don't do that again. Time for a bounce back game. And we are indeed having one of those. It's the second quarter, just began, and we're already up 14-0. And we're not taking our foot off the pedal at all. Hitting Montrell, that boy's just burning 2 defenders at the same time, juking him out. And the other dude had to have an amazing angle just to tackle him. Now, right now, I don't know what's going on with high school, but they never learned that they need to double team or have somebody over top of Montrell because he's going to burn you. I wonder how it's going to be in college, man, because this dude is too fast. To be honest, it's kind of crazy the way we're doing these dudes right now. Like, and this is really only happening because of the way we lost last game. And Montrell, he wasn't going for none of it. Like every single time, he's just burning them over top. Like, it's just scary when there's a quarterback that can put the ball wherever he want to put it, and a receiver who can get open whenever he wants to, right in between the zones. Like, oh man, would have died. Man, I don't even think they deserved this whooping, but hey, they got it. They just had the wrong place in the schedule. Montrell ended up winning it. You know what I'm saying? 6 catches, 290 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That game was most definitely needed because, man, the way we lost, just crazy. Now, at this point in the season, it's only a couple games remaining before it's time for the state championship. And then looking like we might be able to get it. We just can't lose these last, 2 games? We got to make sure we win both of them. But one thing that did happen after that crazy game me and Montrell put up last week is the fact that I'm now a 5-star quarterback. So, like, yeah, I started getting offers from a lot of schools, especially schools like LSU, FSU, Georgia, schools that I really want to go to. We really want to go to. The thing is, it's like really hard because the schools that we want to go to are all down south. And y'all know we live in New York. And our people want us to stay up here, but like, we really don't want to stay up here. We really don't like the cold that much. And there's just no school up here that we would want to go to. I mean, I guess Michigan would be cool, but that's not even really that close to New York. And we don't want to go to Michigan. The schools we want to go to are all in the South. So it is what it is. But right now in this game, we're doing real well. We're up 14-3. Defense is doing great, 3rd and 17 until this play right here where they threw this deep bomb over the top to the other side for a big touchdown. Yeah, that was a great play. 4-point game on 1st and 10 running the play action. This dude on the right side was coming at me real fast. I had to scramble out to the left side, just barely getting that ball out to Montrell for the 1st down. And now we done made our way all the way down the field. It's now 1st and 10 and Montrell to the outside, just leading that thing out there. Touchdown with a grab. And now it's about 30 seconds left in the first half. We're up 21-10 and they done made their way down the field too. Hitting this little short route, getting the 1st down, getting out of bounds too. And then on 2nd and goal, y'all already know Montrell had his man locked up on the other side. Just a hitch route, standing there, right touchdown, scoring 6. And the bad thing about that is the fact that they get ball to start off the second half. So they got the ball. And then 3rd and 4, they ran an amazing play. And I had to get off of my man to try to make a play, but I couldn't. And on 1st and 10, another man wide open for the 1st down, getting the 1st and goal. And then on 1st and goal, what they do, run the ball. You know why? Because we can't stop the run, especially in the red zone. They score a touchdown to take the lead. And now it's about time we do something here on offense, run the play action. I got my guy to the left side just wide open, nobody around him, and he steps out of bounds. And now here on 2nd and 10, I'm trying to find someone to throw the ball to at the dropping back, but I can't find anyone. I wanted to get in Montrell, but I feel like that linebacker was there gonna play it. Took a sack, but now it's 3rd and 18, and I tried to hit Montrell because I knew he had him over the top, but took a hit while doing it. But then on defense, that boy Montrell got an interception, getting us that ball right back. And because he got that ball back for us, I tried to reward him with a touchdown. Tried to lead it a little bit to the outside, but he stepped out of bounds just a little bit and got the flag. And now it being 3rd and 10, I really wanted that touchdown, so I tried to attack, go for it again, and I just couldn't get it over that DB's head. He swatted it away. Great play. And unfortunately, Montrell caught that interception for no reason because we didn't even get the field goal. We ended up missing it, and they got the ball with about 4 minutes left in this game, and Montrell ended up getting beat over the top. But he thought it was a streak. It was a comeback route. Got killed on it. It's just the fact that it's real hard to play both sides. So he ended up sitting out for that last play, and they ended up scoring a touchdown. But that was a perfect rest that he needed, because on offense, he would get that touchdown right back. burning his man over the top as always. They got a 3-point lead on us right now. It's less than a minute and a half left in this game, and we gotta find a way to get a turnover and stop them somehow. They're running the ball to the outside. A great tackle, and we just need one more great tackle, one more stop, and we can still win this game. 3rd and 2, and they pick up the first down. This game's over, and we lose our 3rd game of this season. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the state championship at this point, but man, that's crazy. But even in the loss, that boy Montrell still did his thing, went crazy. As for me, I need to be more accurate. Still had a good game, but could have been more accurate. Well, at this point, with us having 3 losses in this season so far, I don't know if we'll be able to make it to the state championship. But just in case, we obviously can't lose this game right here, because this is the last game of the season, and it could be the determining factor on if we're going to make it to the state championship. So we got to make sure we win this game. And not only that, we're trying to dominate. And we're doing that so far. Got my tight end wide open. Too bad he was too slow to get a touchdown. But hey, man, we still going to score on this drive. 3rd and goal. And I'm trying to throw this fade route to my boy Montrell. But didn't get it out to him. Ran back, tried to get it to my running back and couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. You already know coach wanted to go for it on 4th down. We ain't come all the way down here for no reason. And since I couldn't find no one to throw the ball to, I decided to use my legs. I don't use them a lot, but when I do, it's for a reason. Getting that touchdown. We're out here dominating in this game like how we should be. It's the 2nd quarter that just started and we're up 14-0. I'm gonna go ahead and scramble out to the right side and I'm gonna take it myself, get this first down, hurdling somebody while going out of bounds. You ain't seen no quarterback hurdling like that unless they Josh Allen. I ended up waiting way too long to throw the ball. Took 2 hits before going down. 2nd and 21 now, and I gotta gain all those yards I just lost from not making the decision fast enough. Got my guy on a corner route, and he ended up getting the first down, getting all the way to the 4-yard line. And now, here on 1st and goal, sitting back in the pocket, patiently waiting for somebody to get open, and somebody does. We score a touchdown, going up by 3 scores. They done finally put some points up on the board, but it's way too late for that because we are on fire now. And we not going to stop scoring at all. I'm scrambling up the middle of the pocket and I find my man Montrell. He's hurting somebody, falling out of bounds too. We going crazy right now. And I'm just going to say, like, somebody was open almost every single play. Somehow he was able to make this crazy dive and grab. I put that ball right where it needed to be. And now on 2nd and 10, got 2 slants on that left side. Waited for both of them to get across the field to see which one to get open. I found mine and we're at the 1-yard line. And now on 1st and goal, we're going for this goal line fade straight to Montrell. And ooh-wee, that was a nasty catch. Man, just completely dominating all game. They done finally started to get a little bit of a stop, but as soon as that happened, yeah, Montrell over the top again. That's tough. A big just blowout win in our last game of the season. We win 42-17. And now we get to find out if we're going to the state championship or not. Hopefully we do. Just came off of having a great game. No matter what happens, we get to go to any school we want to because we're both 5 stars. Life is good. And well, we actually made it to the New York High School State Championship game, and it's here at MetLife, where our favorite football team plays at. We cannot lose this game right here. We gotta win. Now, coming into this game, I thought I was gonna be nervous, and I was. For the first drive, I was, but Montrell, he really helped me with that, because just knowing that I have him on my team, ain't no reason to be nervous at all. I mean, he let me know off rip. He ain't nervous at all. Get him that ball, and I'm doing just that. Throwing that thing to the outside. 2 people on him, and then he burnt both of them. Touchdown. And now on defense, they started making their way down the field. Got past the 50, but as soon as they got past the 50, it got way harder for them. Sending blitzes at them and everything. Got a sack. 4th down, they got to punt it. And now we get the ball back. 2nd quarter, 2nd and 1, running the play action. We got a chance to extend this lead. Montrell wide open, just way too fast, hurdling somebody. Nope, he got tackled. Having a pretty good drive up until this point right here on 1st and 10. Well, I didn't make a decision fast enough. Ended up taking the sack, losing 9 yards. Now it's 2nd and 19. We got 4 verts, and you know who I'm going to. Over the top, but I just couldn't get that. Normally, I'm able to make that pass over his shoulder, but I couldn't get it this time. 3rd and 19, just trying to gain some yards, trying to get us back in there. And he ended up fighting for that touchdown. I don't know how he did it, bro, but he did that thing right there. Touchdown. And now at this point, we're up 14-0 with 1:40 seconds left in the first half, and we're looking really good. And that quarterback is looking really trash. Throwing an interception, we got a chance to extend the lead once again. But we actually end up doing absolutely nothing with the ball. And now they're trying to make their way down the field, trying to test Montrell. He's making a crazy diving swat, and they only end up getting 3 points on that drive. It's now the second half, and the quarterback is running the ball to Montrell's side hand and making that tackle, a great tackle at that. But they end up getting the first down eventually, trying to test him to the back of the end zone. Shoot, they almost caught it. Luckily, it was a drop. Getting a stop here will most likely force them to have to kick a field goal, but wide open in between the zones for the first down. And after getting the first down, they will score a touchdown and then get a 2-point conversion. So they're still in this game. And now we're trying to make our way down the field. I had to throw this thing to the flats, to the check down, and he ended up picking up a huge gain. And after that play, we'll pick up another huge gain. After running the play action, they got by it too. Got my guy on a crossing route, picking up this huge gain, getting to the red zone. It's about to be the fourth quarter, and now I'm here on 1st and 10, running out to the left side, seeing my tight end. I'm throwing that thing to him, and he's catching the ball, falling down with it, scoring that tud. 10-point game now in the fourth quarter on 3rd and 10, and they decide to go at Montrell, and they end up getting it. He got beat on the inside route, got the first down, and they would end off their drive on 2nd and goal, getting it to their running back off that wheel route for the tud. 3-point game now. We cannot not score on this drive because their offense might score on their next drive. Got the thing to Montrell, he made a crazy dive and grab. And in moments like this, who else would I go to? I gotta go to Montrell again because he's just wide open almost every single play, and we're in field goal range. But that wouldn't be for too long because after running this play action, ended up taking multiple hits and got sacked for 7 yards. But then again, who needs field goals when you got Montrell Johnson on your team? I see one-on-one, I throw. And he's burning him over the top, of course. Touchdown. And yeah, they end up scoring on their drive, but there ain't no time left on the clock for them. And we get to need a ball out. And this game is over. We win the New York State Championship. It's just crazy. We went from a pretty good school to a school that didn't have that much talent. And we made this school look like a top school. We made them the #1 school in the state. Man, I'm already knowing we finna do some crazy things when it comes to college football. Like the way we did, I had 45 touchdowns, 1 interception thrown the entire season. I was accurate, had good amount of yards, but Montrell, man, 31 touchdowns, 2,500 yards. I can't even, like, bro, he went crazy. And he also had a good amount of interceptions, which aren't shown here in the stat sheet for season stats, but hey, it's cool. We know he went crazy both sides of the ball. But now at this point, we got a huge decision to make. And I'm be honest, we done already made our decision. I mean, we had our decision coming into the season because we knew I was going to end up being a 5-star, and we knew that they was going to give me an offer. So I want y'all to go in the comments and try to guess what school we're going to. So now it's time for us to decide what school we're going to go to. And like I said, we already made our decision. Me, Keyshawn Johnson, and my brother, twin brother at that, Montrell Johnson, have decided after an amazing senior season in high school to travel all the way down south to Louisiana. Go Tigers. I don't know if y'all caught any of the hints during our senior season in high school, but I mean, that boy Montrell loved hitting the gritty. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of obvious that we was going to go here, especially with one of our favorite players of all time being Odell. Yeah, but there's just one thing. Now, Montrell, coming out of high school, he was ranked the #1 receiver in the nation and a top 10 cornerback at the same time. So he's going to be on the field. But me, like I said, I was a 3-star and then a 4-star and then finally a 5-star. So LSU isn't really committed on me being the starting quarterback, especially since they already have a senior quarterback filling that position. So most likely this season, I'll be sitting on the bench. With my twin, he going to be out there balling though, and I know that for sure. But no matter what though, I'll be able to play probably a little bit. Definitely going to be able to play next season though, without a doubt. But now that y'all know where we at now, it's time we go into the first game of the season. As much as it sucks that me and my twins' college debuts aren't going to be the same game, I'm definitely proud of him. I'm definitely happy for him, and I know he's gonna go crazy this season, with or without me at quarterback. And his first game ever is going to be a crazy one. It's versus Clemson, a very great school with a great defense too. But I know he's still gonna do his thing though. Out here on 1st and 10, the season will start off not at all how I expected it would. This dude Garrett tried to force it to Montrell and they ended up getting intercepted. So he barely even got to play any offense in his first drive, and now here on defense, locking up his man in the red zone. 3rd and 7, and they try to pass the ball to his man again. You already know he's all over that. Even though his man caught it, he made the tackle. They fell 1 yard short and they ended up settling for 3 points. It's 3rd and 19, the offense not looking too good. But if you got this dude Montrell on your squad, it's kind of hard to not score. He's the fastest player on the field every single time. So just throw it down the field, he gonna get it. Watching the game from the sideline definitely ain't a good feeling, especially when I'm not used to sitting on the bench at all. But I guess it's a very humbling experience. Luckily, I'll get to see my brother go crazy, and he's doing just that. But it's only so much you could do when Clemson's defensive tackles are doing what they're doing. I mean, they're getting to Garrett almost every single play. He can't even get the ball out. But the defense is really locking up too. It's 7-10 with about a minute and a half left in the first half. And still, Garrett is taking the sacks almost every single play. And when that's your offensive reality, it's really hard to score. And they got Garrett throwing dumb passes like this. They end up getting intercepted and almost gets taken all the way for 6. Luckily, he ended up getting tackled, but they're already there basically. They're gonna at least get 3 points on this drive. And actually, they got 7 points on that drive. And I'm not gonna lie, in my mind, I'm thinking if Garrett keeps on playing this way in his first game, I might end up having a chance. But when you got Montrell on your team, there's nothing you can't do. So really, all Garrett has to do is make smart decisions. They got 13 seconds, 3rd and 10, and they can still get down the field. Just get to the right guy. And he did just that. Montrell used his speed to get into the end zone. What a play. And now the momentum is really starting to change. It's a 4-point game, 3rd and 20, a sack, and we get the ball. We got a chance to go ahead and take the lead, but that actually didn't end up happening at all. Clemson would actually catch a pick 6, which would extend the lead. So now down 24-13, and Garrett throws another interception. This first game of the season is looking like it's going to be an L. And it was an L. Losing this game 24-19, ended up scoring a touchdown in the 4th quarter, but it was way too late. And even though we ended up losing this game, Montrell still won player of the game. And Garrett just couldn't stop throwing it to the other team. 3 touchdowns and 4 picks. We'll see what happens in the next couple games. It's now our first home game, and we got Louisiana Tech. Now look, I know it sounds terrible. And I definitely shouldn't be thinking this way, but like, as much as I don't want to see us lose, I kind of want to see us lose, because then I'll probably end up having a chance to get on the field, because I don't see us blowing every single team out and me being able to get on the field at the end of the games. But I could probably see us losing some games and then coach being like, maybe it's my turn. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But at the same time, I want Montrell to go crazy. I just can't say anything or make it seem like I want us to lose any games, and because then the team chemistry between me and my teammates is gonna be a little bit weird, and then I'm definitely not gonna be able to get on the field. And so yeah, you're probably thinking that's crazy, but I'm over here faking that I'm happy for us, as we're probably finna end up winning this game. I mean, Louisiana Tech's not a good school, especially compared to us. Even though we just lost to Clemson, there's no way we're gonna lose this game right here. Especially with Montrell, he's gonna go crazy. 1st and goal now, as we done made it all the way down to the red zone. Montrell in the en route, catching his touchdown. Now our family up in New York, they knew we was deciding to come into LSU, and they were honestly happy for us. At first, I thought that they would have wanted us to, stay up north. But they wanted us to do whatever we wanted to do to make sure that we was going to be good in the future. So I'm happy that they're happy for us. Especially since they knew that LSU was one of our favorite schools growing up. And we love the colors. I mean, just look at them. These jerseys are nice. And this is a school that has enough talent to get to the national championship every single season. And without a doubt, with our time here, we got to at least win one of them. Maybe even 2 or 3. But so far in this game, it's second half, and this game's a lot closer than I thought it would be. in the third quarter. It's 14-7. Montreal got beat on this out route, but it's cool though, cause he ain't gonna allow it again. It's 3rd and 6. They done made their way down the field. They're about at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. And surprisingly enough, our D-line ain't really getting to their quarterback. So he had enough time to wait for their under to get the first down. But we'll get them back to 3rd and goal. And this time, finally, the defensive line will get after that quarterback, getting the sack, pushing them all the way back. They got to kick this field goal. So now, with the ball back, that boy Montrell's on the streak. He's 1-on-1 too. So really, all you got to do is throw this ball. Me personally, I'm throwing this every time. Y'all know since high school I've done that. But Garrett did not have enough time to throw it. I mean, he should have just immediately did it, but I guess he couldn't do it. And then end up getting locked up, throwing underneath route instead of trying to get the first down. Louisiana Tech gets the ball back. They end up getting locked up though. So we get the ball right back. Montreal en route, catching this ball, getting the first down. I don't know what's going on. Louisiana Tech is playing some great defense, but here on 3rd and 9, Montreal was 1-on-1 again. Burned him over the top, but Garrett just didn't get the ball over the DB's head. I don't understand, man. It's really not hard to do. But Montreal, what he do? Got that ball right back. He's that type of player. Now, to be honest, especially as a quarterback, I guess it kind of is pretty beneficial for me sitting on the bench, being able to watch a senior play, because I get to see what I'm not supposed to do, what I am supposed to do, you feel me? And I get to really study the playbook a little bit more before I get on the field. And as we only end up winning this game 21-10, I feel like we could have won it by more if Garrett played better. You know, we still won the game, and that's really all that matters. And Montreal got player of the game again. As this time, Garrett would have a way better game than last game. No interceptions. He just missed a couple throws that he should have made. And like I said, I'm kind of surprised that I'm not as anxious as I was to get off the bench. I'm just really being patient, waiting for my turn. I'll be ready when my time comes. Just got to keep on going hard in practice. With Clemson had been the first game of the season, it really made us start off the season pretty, it was a pretty tough opponent. But now, after playing Louisiana Tech, got Temple this week, another game that should be won pretty easily, especially with the difference in talent. I mean, there shouldn't be a close game at all. It's a huge gap. But somehow, we keep on getting pushed to 3rd and 7. I mean, all you got to do is get that ball to Montreal, but he threw it a little bit too early. That linebacker made a great play on that ball, swatted it away. Now on 3rd and 2 on defense, this is what should be happening. Lock up. But they end up running the ball and could not get the first down. They would lock up the offense one more time, get the ball back, just to throw an interception. That could have been Montreal's, but that safety was just lurking around. And that safety, Colin Jackson, would take this thing for 6. Now throughout our whole high school career, Montreal really hasn't been returning at all. I don't remember him returning a punt or a kick at all. He was just doing offense and defense. But out here, he decided he wanted to, so he asked coach to do one punt real quick against Temple. He almost took it for 6. He almost did. That was nasty. I ain't gonna lie, after seeing that, he might end up taking a couple more punts this season. And I'm ready for it. But after getting a holding call, it's 1st and 20, and that boy Garrett threw a dot to the other side to get into the end zone. He didn't care about that 1st and 20 at all. Dominating this game just like how we should be. 2nd and 5, running a comeback route. That boy Montreal catching that first down. 14-0. Already down the field now on 2nd and 9. Montreal's running a crossing route, but sack ended up happening on the field. Now it's 3rd and 15. Streak route from Montreal. He ain't throw it to Montreal, but just picked up enough yards to get a field goal. And that field goal was enough to win the game because Temple could not score on this defense. And it's actually kind of crazy. Only 123 yards against Temple. I mean, he did throw 10 for 13. Didn't really need to do too much, really. And look at the receiving because of it. It's fine, but I'd like to see Montreal with a lot more yards than that. But a win's a win, I guess. Now look, after the last 3 games, Coach then gave me some good news. He let me know that I might end up having a chance to play this year. And really, it depends on how Garrett plays against these bigger, tougher schools. Because when we played Clemson, didn't play well. 4 interceptions, not good. But now playing against Temple and Louisiana Tech, he was actually play good. Yeah, it's going to depend on these ranked teams for me to be able to play for the rest of the season. So we're going to see. And the ranked team this week is Texas A&M. You see, we're coming off of a game playing against Temple and only won 17-0. Hey, in this game, Garrett going to have to show a lot. because coach is already on them for only beating unranked teams so far. And look, like I said, I can't make it seem like I want them to lose, but I'd rather us win, but Garrett not have a good game. You feel me? So I can actually get in the game. But so far, 3rd and 8, he doesn't have no one to throw the ball to. He ended up throwing the ball out of bounds. Only getting a field goal on that drive is the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M still hasn't been able to score either. And the defense is all over them. It looked like a defensive game so far. Got them all the way backed up. 3rd and 20. When I tell you, Montrell has been locking up his man every single night. Like, yo, he's been doing great offensively and defensively. I'm just real happy for him. And now on the punt return, he's trying to make something happen. Spin out to the outside, spun 2 people, picking up this big game, hurdling somebody, then taking the hit. Yo, he's disgusting. He gonna be something nasty for the rest of the season. Beating this dude to the out route, getting the 1st down. I can already tell throughout these 4 games, he's receiver 1. Montrell's receiver 1 without a doubt. I mean, obviously, Lacey is in the NFL now. So, Montrell's receiver 1 by a long shot. And Montrell's the reason why we're down the field, and Garrett was able to throw a touchdown. Up 10-0, which should be happening because we're at home, and you can't let someone come into your spot and beat you. But Texas A&M will score their 1st touchdown of the game. And now with it being the 3rd quarter, up only 3 points now. Just got to keep on putting points up on the board. And this game is ours. He ended up throwing this ball down the field to receiver 2, Xavion Thomas. Caught that ball, took it all the way down the field, but just couldn't get the touchdown. But that's not going to be no problem. It's 3rd and 3, and Garrett is looking right at Montrell, who ended up killing his man to the outside for this touchdown. He is disgusting. But Texas A&M done found their offense too. So it's a 3-point game again. Now here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 3, running the play action. And Garrett is hitting him again, but Montrell ended up going 4th and inches instead. And now Montrell running a hitch route, and Garrett threw it to the run. He forced it into Montrell when there was a wide open flat route. And now Texas A&M has the opportunity to score a touchdown and take the lead. And they do just that. Garrett didn't have to do that. He didn't have to force that in. He had open people. That wasn't Montrell, but now he got to try to score a touchdown because that's the only thing he can do to win this game. And guess what he does? Throws an interception. And this game is over. And so we lose another game to another ranked team. And we was at home too. Terrible. Now losing this game, I'm looking like I'm mad, you feel me? But deeply inside, I'm like, I might end up having a chance eventually. I can see it. Because it's really just looking like Garrett just doesn't show up in like big time moments. You feel me? He just, I don't know. It's just what it seems like. But Montrell, he does everything he possibly can do offensively. He locks up on defense. It's just so much you can only do when you're not the quarterback. Now we're back at home playing another SEC opponent, and this is a game that we cannot lose. South Carolina's already throwing an interception. We're going to see how Garrett does in this game. This school is a school that's definitely worse than Texas A&M, so he should play better, and Montrell should definitely get the ball a lot more. Just like he does here, burning his man over the top. Nobody's going to be fast enough to get to him. Touchdown already. And then, after defense done locked them boys up, he's taking a punt this time. Again, y'all know what happened last time he took a punt? He went crazy. He's looking to do that one more time. Getting to the outside, he's trying to beat all these guys to the out, and he actually does. Picking up a good amount of yards, not a lot, but hey, he got the offense in a pretty good position. But it's 3rd and 4 now, and Garrett's trying to look for something to throw the ball to, and he does. But just wasn't able to get the 1st down, 4th and 2. So now up 10-0. Got South Carolina to 3rd and 10. It looks like their offense can't really move the ball up until this play. Montrell actually got beat over the top, which was really weird for me to see. I'm not used to him getting beat over the top, but defense just got locked in real quick. End up getting a sack, 2nd and 19. They end up picking up a couple yards, getting a 3rd and 7. And Montrell got beat over the top again, but this time it was for a touchdown. Crazy. It's just the fact that I know if Montrell were to focus on one position solely, like if he decided to be a straight cornerback, that wouldn't happen. It's just, you know, it's hard to play both sides, especially when you're top at both. Just like Travis Hunter, he allows touchdowns, he allows catches every once in a while. It's hard to play both sides every single snap. You feel me? But it's what they decide to do, and they got to deal with the positives and the negatives of what they're doing. But now in the red zone, 3rd and 13, Garrett throws the ball to the tight end who catches that ball while taking a hit and scores the touchdown. What a pass and what a catch. It's very seeming like Garrett's getting a lot more comfortable in the pocket against South Carolina, especially than he was against Texas A&M. Because now getting down the field again, 3rd and 2, got that thing right to Montrell, who got the first down, getting the 1st and goal now at the 3-yard line. End up doing an RPO. He tried to get it to the back of the end zone to Montrell, but it got tipped and intercepted. Now look, I would have did the same thing, but I probably would have been able to get that ball over the DB instead. But it really didn't matter because this LSU defense is great. End up getting the ball right back. And this time we was able to defend our home turf, destroying South Carolina 31-7. And this game was all Garrett's. Got player of the game. But at the same time, if you looked, they're not a ranked team either. Guess what, you're going to see what happens. We're now in game 6, and coach, he let me know, don't let last game make me feel like I'm not going to be able to get on the field. Because still, South Carolina was not a ranked team. They're not a bad school, but they're not as good as Texas A&M or Clemson, or even Alabama or Florida, who we're eventually going to play against. And he doesn't know if Garrett's going to be the guy to be able to beat those schools. And especially due to the fact that this is a school with a lot of talent. We have too much talent in the school to not be ranked. And we're not ranked because Garrett just hasn't been able to play well against the best schools in the nation. I mean, even here against Vanderbilt, he ended up throwing in a terrible pass. They end up getting intercepted. And like I said, while I'm on the bench and this is happening, I got to just act out like I'm mad about it. But especially when things like this happen, I got to be real happy because that boy Montrell, he going crazy just like how I thought he would. No cap, he's looking like one of the best receivers in the nation already. To me, he's number 1. But it looks like after that interception, Garrett understands it now. This time, throwing his ball down the field to our running back, Caleb Jackson, who takes it all the way for 6. Now this game's a little bit too close than it should be. Vanderbilt only has 1 win so far, and it's 21-13. I mean, we are in scoring range, so we're about to score a touchdown here, but still, that's kind of crazy. And now 2nd and goal, run this thing in, and Caleb gets another touchdown. A game that once was close ended up being 31-13. And Garrett wins it again. 332 yards, 70%, 3 touchdowns. He's looking good against these unranked teams. And hey man, look at that boy Montrell. 117 with a touchdown, 5 catches, doing his thing. Taking on Ole Miss this week, and we're actually at that crib with it. And off the rip, this dude Garrett is throwing an interception. Just a terrible pass. I don't know why he would think it would be open. It was double teamed and it was a curl route. And it went for 6 too. It's really funny. Like, my family even ended up calling us after last game, letting us know that coach should definitely have me in the game except for Garrett, just because of the fact that he hasn't played good against ranked teams. And they know that I will be able to perform well. I mean, here against Ole Miss, down 7-0, and he throws another interception. It's not looking good for him at all in this game. And now, on 1st and 10, Montrell's playing off coverage. He ended up getting beat. It was a pretty good route. Beat to the inside. Luckily, it wasn't a touchdown, but Montrell got to lock in. But not only him, Garrett especially needs to lock in. Because of his 2 interceptions, Ole Miss is up 14-0. And he'll finally get the ball to Montrell, who will pick up a big gain. You got to get that ball to him, but don't force it into Montrell every single play. It's not going to work like that. You got to get the ball around to other people so that the team can think that everybody else getting the ball. Get into the red zone finally, because he's not forcing the ball into Montrell. 3rd and goal. He got somebody to the back of the end zone. Couldn't get it to him, 4th and goal. And the field goal was missed. Luckily, the defense locked in, stopped Ole Miss. We get another opportunity to put some points on the board, but man, they sent a mean blitz at Garrett. 3rd and 12 now, and with no one to throw the ball to, desperate, threw that ball into double coverage. And let's just say, with the game he's having so far, coach wasn't messing with it. It's finally my turn to get in the game. Now, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Running on the field, I'm excited to play. I got to show out here and right now that I'm the QB1 for this team. It's my opportunity. The moment I've been waiting for. The only bad thing is it's the end of the 3rd quarter and we're down 21-0. So I got a lot of pressure on me. Not really, but for me, I want to win this game. In my first play, I'm taking a sack, which isn't a good look, but at the same time, I'm just trying to, adapt to this game, and I'm just getting blitzing at me every single play. It's 3rd and 20. I want to throw this ball down the field, and guess what I do? I throw it to Montrell, and for my first completed pass in my college career, of course it's going to Montrell. And it was a disgusting catch. I mean, dude, this dude is disgusting. And I needed that too, because that would have been the end of our drive. And that throwing catch right there was all I needed for all the confidence that I'm going to need. Getting that thing to Chris Hilton Jr., who was wide open for my first touchdown in my college career. Here we go. And now all I need is for defense to get a stop and we can be right back in this game. And they couldn't. Well, they did. Got in the 4th inches. And now I'm real hungry for this. I need to score on this drive here. We only got 3 people rushing, so I decided to run out to the right side, getting that thing to Montrell. We got to find our way down the field. He ended up trying to hurdle somebody, I guess, and got popped up out the air. I ended up taking a couple sacks, though, in this drive. 3rd and 19, couldn't get it out. 4th and 19 now. I'm gonna be honest. When they send blitzes at me, it gets a little tough because I can't even get the ball out when I'm taking a hit. And I end up taking the hit again. And the game's over. Now, I'm not really that disappointed. I was the only one to score a touchdown, and I played 1 quarter, basically. Garrett is the reason why we lost this game, not me. That's all that matters. Now, I didn't have a great game, but hey, I put points on the board, and that's what you need. And when Coach talked to me after the game, he let me know that I didn't look terrible. It was just my first time getting on the field, and there was a couple, a couple things that could be worked out, but hey, I'm going to be good. But halfway through the season, we're 8th in our conference, 4-3. This ain't how I thought we would be at all. And Garrett isn't having a good season. 15 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. He just got to do better. Or don't do better so I could play. And as for my boy Montrell, my twin, he going crazy. He could have more yards though. He got a whole nother half of the season to try to be number 1 in receiving. But look though, y'all, this game right here against Alabama, the biggest game of the year so far. This one right here is going to determine a lot. Coach let me know, and Garrett know, that depending on how Garrett play in this game right here, the biggest game, is going to determine if he's the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. So this could be it right here. This could be my last game having to ride the bench. We're going to see what happens though. They're ranked number 4. We'll see. First drive for us didn't go so well. So now on defense, trying to lock up 2nd and 1, they run the ball and Montrell takes a bad angle. They get the big first down. But then defense started locking up again. 3rd and 1, trying to throw that ball out, but took a hit, couldn't get it out. They're going for it here on 4th and 1. All we got to do is stop their running back and couldn't do it, of course. Got all the way to the outside. He's too fast, got the first down. Got to try it again. They're going to got into the red zone. It's 3rd and 6, attacking and got the first down once again and got tackled into the end zone. Like, what are we doing? They scored the first points of the game. So now it's Garrett's turn. He got to prove that he is still QB1 material. Here on 1st and 10, he got a guy wide open, using his speed, but couldn't get to the end zone. Hey, but got a big gain though. And now on 1st and 10, that boy Montrell is running a big old crossing route. Now it is raining out here, so Garrett could end up throwing an incomplete pass, but that thing got right to him. Touchdown. Make the extra points to tie a game. Tie game now. We got the ball back after stopping Alabama. 2nd and 5. Montrell running a curl route. He got it right to him. Caught that ball while taking a hit. Now on 1st and 10. Less than a minute and a half left in this first half. He tried to get to Montrell, but threw that way too early. That linebacker was all over that. Intercepted that ball. And now Bama has a chance to go ahead and take the lead. And they do, as they end up scoring a touchdown there. And now Bama got the ball with 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd and 13, they decided to be dumb and try to test Montrell over the top. He didn't got beat a couple times this season, but this time it's not happening. And I'm catching this interception, and now at LSU, we got a chance. But this Bama defense is locking up. 3rd and 13, Montrell's open, but Garrett couldn't see him because that blitz got after him. And then on the next drive, when we got the ball back, this dude Garrett threw an interception. And that interception went for 6. Montrell wasn't on the field, so I guess he didn't have his guy to throw the ball to, but he's not looking good, and coach, he decided it's my turn to get in the game. Because of Garrett being trash, we're down 28-7. So at this point, there's no expectation for me to be able to come back in this game at all. It's just me basically getting some warm-ups in before I play in the next game and the rest of the season. Coach let me know that I'm starting because Garrett just hasn't played good at all. At all when we played ranked teams. Even when we played Ole Miss, they weren't even ranked. And he didn't have a good game at all. I ended up getting in. So, I guess this is the beginning of me and Montrell for real. It's time for us to go crazy. The twin duo's back. Took a big L this game, but look, man, I'm the starting quarterback now. Next season, this won't happen. I promise you. Garrett's last start. And it's looking like next game is going to be my first time being able to start. My first start in college football. And I'm excited for it. And I know Montrell is too. And I know my family, they're going to be watching for sure. They've been watching every game, but this is going to be different. Because this time, it's both of us. And ain't no way I ruined this opportunity for myself. I'm finna go crazy. No cap. I mean, there's no way I could do as bad as he was doing. 16 to 11, just not a good ratio. But I don't need to worry about him no more. I'm starting on this team. I'm QB1. Let's go crazy. And I finally get my first college football career start. And the thing is, coach believes in me so much that my first start is against a ranked opponent. And it's a big game too. It's a rivalry game versus Florida, the Gators. So, hey man, this is definitely gonna be a testament to how I'm gonna be. And no cap, I'm ready for this game. I would say I was nervous, but I'm not. I've been ready for this moment since the season started. I'm prepared. I also love the fact that my first career start is at home. And then my first career start pass is going straight to Montrell, who picks up this first down off the slant. I feel real comfortable in the pocket. Now, on this drive, couldn't really get nothing to go. 3rd and 10, and I got to find somewhere to get this first down, and my tight end's making a crazy diving grab. If my teammates are doing stuff like that, I'm good. Got that thing out to my running back. He tried to hurdle somebody, got over him, but couldn't get into the end zone. Ran this ball in. My first drive is a success. I ain't get the tub, but hey, it's not about me. It's about our team winning the game. Let's go. And now out here on defense is locked in too. All over that slant route. What an interception. Couldn't take it for 6, but it's cool though. We gonna score on this drive. Now I forgot to say, but we ended up flying our family out to see us in this game. Yeah, they could have came for his debut, but we had to have him out here for our first game, being able to play together, both starting. And so we got to put on a show. Now in this drive, it really didn't go too good. I ended up getting sacked twice, and I just wasn't trying to get sacked again, so I had to throw that to the little flat route. But here on 2nd and 6, they threw the ball down the field, tried to get something to happen and couldn't. He was double covered. 3rd and 6 now, and I was hoping he tested Montrell on this route, but instead got it underneath, picked up the first down. It's 3rd and 10 now. It's time to lock in. And they end up throwing the whole defense off. They ran a screen and got the first down, but just barely, and they end up scoring on the drive. And so with less than a minute left here in the first half, I got to find a way to get some type of points, get in the end zone somehow. I'm stepping up in the pocket. I'm not that fast, but hey, I'm fast enough to use my legs to pick up first downs though. You feel me? 1st and 10, getting this thing to Montrell, who gets the first down. Less than 30 seconds left in the first half now. And now 14 seconds left. It's 3rd and 5, and y'all already know who this is going to. Somehow they left Montrell wide open. Are you crazy? Touchdown. Fourth quarter now, 2nd and 10, up 14-10. And they end up leaving Montrell wide open once again. I don't know how they keep doing this, but hey, we'll take all the yards. Another touchdown for that boy. And the defense too, they doing their thing. End up getting a sack, and it's 3rd and 17. Making this tackle, 4th and 11, they got to punt that ball off. Or not, they're actually going for it. And they actually end up getting it. Montrell had a zone over their top and they end up getting beat. That's his fault. Doesn't happen all the time, but hey, it happens. And now it's a 3-point game with less than 4 minutes left in it. And I threw an interception. My first interception in my college football career at the worst moment. And now because of the interception I ended up throwing, they're already here in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they will score a touchdown because the quarterback will find the end zone himself. And so because of my dumb interception, we're down by 4 points now. And there's no way I don't score on this drive. I have to, or we're going to lose this game. Got a guy wide open, end up getting the first down. That boy Caleb Jackson getting us the first down when we needed it. And I don't know what got into me on this play, but I thought I was like Mahomes or something. I mean, I feel like I can make this pass, but there were 2 people there and he couldn't secure it. I was going for it all there. But now it's 3rd and 10, and I got to find a way to at least get a first down. I ended up running backwards though. Got sacked. 4th and 21. But 4th down, and you know, in this situation, just like my first ever completion, this thing going right to Montrell. He secured that catch. Big touchdown. He's the nastiest player in the nation without a doubt. Like, I really don't know what to tell y'all. He just bails me out every single time, and I appreciate that from him. But now, they are down 3 points. If we allow 3, we're probably going to OT. Just anything but a touchdown. And it's looking like they making their way down the field because their quarterback is real confident in that pocket. Sitting there, just real patiently waiting for somebody to get open every single time. And this time, it was Montreal's man, getting them into about field goal range. But here on 1st and 10, he tried to run out to the left side, ended up taking a pretty big sack, making it 2nd and 16. With only 40 seconds left in this game, what is going to happen? Try to get to Montreal's man, and guess what? I feel like he got hold. He was all over that. But for some reason, they called a pass interference or whatever. We're going to have to look at this again. He played that perfectly. He didn't touch him too early. He played the ball. I don't understand what was wrong with that play. But it's cool though. It don't really matter like that. It's 3rd and 13 now. He tried to force it in, incomplete pass. They got to kick the field goal, and they do. So now in OT, defense playing pretty good. 3rd and 7. Stopped them here, and all they could do is kick a field goal. And that's exactly what we did. Getting a big sack, and they got to kick that field goal, only going for 3 points. And look, us, we ain't going for no 3. We're going for the game. 1st and 10, and I'm running out to the right side. I want to throw a D down the field, but I got my tight end wide open, Mason Taylor. Great block, and he ended up finding that way, fighting through all that contact to score the touchdown, the game-winning touchdown at that. Dog. And well, in my first college football career start, defeating Florida, ranked Florida, the rivalry game, like, yo, my career gonna be great. And my coach now knows that I'm QB1. I deserve it. I'm doing my thing. But man, it gotta be thanks to that boy Montreal. Look at him. 6 for 212 and 3 touchdowns, going crazy. Because of that, I had 4 to 1 pick. That pick was just terrible. Hey man, it's cool. Because I'm not gonna throw them in the interception. That was just a dumb one. That was just a brain fart. But that boy Montreal also ended up getting SEC Offensive Player of the Week. He's him. After having a pretty good college football, like actual starting debut, a lot of people were saying a lot of things about me, about how I'm definitely the future of LSU over Garrett. Garrett is a senior at that, but you know, me being a freshman and being able to do what I did there, playing better than Garrett already, it really feels good. Especially being able to do this with my twin Montreal. Like, yo, it's amazing. Right now, we're down 7-0. I'm dropping back in the pocket, comfortable as ever. I mean, my old line is blocking for me. I was able to get that ball in. He made a crazy dive and grab. What a catch. I really don't want to make any more dumb decisions like I did throwing that one interception last game. And they only sent 3 people at me. That's an easy couple of yards that I ended up picking up, 7 yards at that. And now getting that thing to my brother, I'm gonna taking a hit, but he still kept the ball. Now I'm making it all the way to 1st and goal, and I got my tight end securing that catch while getting tackled for the touchdown. And now on the defensive side of the ball, they're playing some good defense. Got them to 3rd and 13. Arkansas ended up doing a screen play, but didn't get enough yards to get the 1st down. They got us to 3rd down too. And I don't know who that DB is over there that's guarding Montreal, but I thought I'd be able to get over there, and he ended up burning Montreal. So back on defense, 3rd down once again. It's just like a lot of 3rd downs happening. And it looked like Montreal was beat over the top, but that ball was not high enough. That boy came away with the interception, and we get the ball right back. A minute left in the first half. Let's put some points on the board. And that's exactly what I plan to do. 1st and 10. I got some pretty good blocking. I gotta escape the pocket, and I do that, getting up the middle, sliding down. 50 seconds left. Now 30 seconds left on 1st and 10. Just trying to see what I can find, and I end up finding a wide open seam for the touchdown. Big play. Second half, and we got the ball up 7 points, and we can make this 14. About to run this play action, the guy came off the edge. I couldn't throw the ball out. Got hit by multiple people. 2nd and 18 now. We got to gain all them yards back that I just lost from running backwards. I knew I didn't stop running backwards, but tried to launch this ball down the field, and that safety made a crazy play swatting that thing away. And so now 3rd and 18. And y'all know every single time, whenever I'm in a bad predicament, throwing that thing right to Montreal. This time, he was able to beat that dude over the top and get the touchdown. And defense came in clutch once again, getting another stop, and this game is gonna be over as long as we pick up a first down, make sure they lose all their timeouts. We're gonna be good. I'm getting this first down. I should have slid down, but I wasn't taking no chances. And now at this point, just running the ball, making sure they lose all their timeouts, and this game is over. As we win this game 21-14, defending home turf once again. That's how you do it. And I get player of the game with 187, 66%, and 3 touchdowns. And I must have won it from some running, from like rushing yards and stuff, because I think it should have really went to Montrell. He went stupid. Because not only did he get them yards, he also got an interception. Like, come on now. And now finally, I get to play against a school that isn't really that good. Western Kentucky, but still, you can't underestimate any teams because we seen what happened to FSU. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But now I'm running up the pocket, got my boy Montrell. He took a big hit and still secured that catch. He just got hands like that. Running the play action, and they almost end up getting back there to me. Luckily, one of my guys ended up getting at a block just for a second so I can get that thing to Montrell for the touchdown. Defense went out there, got to stop. 1st and 10, scrambling out to the right side, just waiting for Montrell, and I got him wide open. Now in the open field, he's trying to make people miss. He made 2 people miss and then finally got taken down by the last guy. I really don't like running play actions most of the time because somebody could easily just come off of the edge and just kill me, but this time I'm getting out to my running back or tight end or fullback, whatever he is, picking up the first down. We got a real basic combo right here, just with slant and then a couple short routes. Slant to being wide open. And of course it's Montrell trying to make people miss, and he ended up getting to around the 8-yard line. Now here in the red zone, I got a Texas route out the backfield. Caleb Jackson just waited for that and ended up getting a touchdown. Wide open, nobody in there to cover it. It's really crazy going from playing the Gators to playing Arkansas, and now we're playing against Western Kentucky, and I feel so confident in the pocket. And this dude Montrell, he's confident all the time, taking this thing for 6. That's another interception on the season. Now they done started to score a little bit here in the second half. We're up 21-10, and they end up leaving my boy wide. I mean, I had 2 people wide open for touchdowns, and you know I had to choose Montrell. I knew he was gonna catch it, and it's another tud. We're dominating this game as we should be, but it's 3rd and 10 now. So you know who I'm going to. Burning his man over the top once again, but this time I overthrew it just a little bit. He had to dive for that, still made the grab though. And they end up playing good defense once again. Getting us to 3rd and 10 again, and guess who I got? Another crazy diving grab for that man Montrell. 1st and goal now, and I end up getting an out route. Touchdown. We going crazy. See now, imagine if I was the starting quarterback to start off this season. I feel like we would definitely be ranked. And we're gonna be ranked by the end of the season, without a doubt. Cause I don't see us losing no games the way we playing, especially if Montrell doing this every game. Ain't no way. And I came out here, did my thing. 60%, 4 touchdowns, 319 yards. Doing great. You can't forget about Montrell's interception. Can't forget about it. It's the last game of the regular season, and we're playing against Oklahoma. And we're at their crib with it too. They're not having a good season. They're not ranked. We're not either. And we're trying to get that. Now, I don't know if winning this game right here is going to make us ranked or not, but we got to win it anyways. And I'm trying to make no dumb decisions. What I'm trying to do here in college is have the best touchdown interception ratio of all time. And to do that, obviously, you can't throw interceptions. So I won't. Just got to make smart decisions every single play. And that's what I'm going to do. I did it in high school. I can do it again. Now, even though Oklahoma isn't having that good of a year, they're still Oklahoma. So you got to play them like they are Oklahoma. And that's what we're doing. We got to make sure we never take our foot off their nets because they can randomly, out of nowhere, start playing well again. But for now, we're finna dominate. We're up 13-0, and the second quarter just started. 3rd and 7, quarterback scrambling out to the left side, trying to make this crazy pass, and it just wasn't smart at all. Got intercepted and taken for 6. And after getting another stop on them, we're up 20-0 with a chance to extend this lead even further. They left my tight end wide open. Another big catch, but he just wasn't fast enough to get to the end zone. It's fine, because here on 2nd and goal, we're going to get into that end zone. Little out route, touchdown. I mean, this is just humiliating. We're at their crib. I feel embarrassed for them. They're playing this bad at home. Another interception that goes for 6. Just crazy. Sad. That's tough. Man, all I can say is that's just an amazing way to end off the regular season. We started off really slow, but as soon as I started, yeah, we taking off. And I ain't even had to do nothing for it. I did him throwing an interception, but that was when it didn't even matter. But man, what a crazy second half of the season, I guess. And what did I say, y'all? We're ranked number 18 in the nation. At 8-4, obviously we're not gonna make it to the college football playoff, but at least we do get a bowl game. The Texas Bowl versus Arizona State. Hey man, we gotta take what we can get. Now, this right here is officially the last game of the season, and we gotta make sure that we dominate in this game against Arizona State. It's the Texas Bowl, and it's our first bowl game, so we gotta make sure that we win. Cause just imagine me doing what I've been doing, haven't lost a game yet, but then losing to Arizona State, that would be crazy. And on their first drive, they scored a touchdown. We didn't. We're down 7-0 here in the second quarter. And for some reason, left that boy Mason Taylor wide open. We're tying this game up. Them boys got locked up. 1st and 10 now. Running the play action. Mason Taylor's running the out route, and I got him open, picking up the first down. It's 2nd and 10 now, and somehow on this play, almost every single one of them, actually all of them did get off of their blocks, but then I made this crazy pass to the crazy catch for the first down. And now making our way down the field, about 2 minutes left in his first half, Mason Taylor is going crazy in this game, picking up another first down. He's just been my go-to guy in this game. And now 2nd and 7, and I really couldn't find anyone to throw the ball to. Ended up getting sacked and took a loss of yardage. But then on 3rd and 19, once again, took a big hit, and that ball really went right into his hands. Luckily, these aren't one of the good schools, so that's not an interception, because that would have been terrible. But this time, wide open. Who? Montrell, of course, touchdown. Now Montrell, he done returned a couple punts this year, but none of those was like this one. A crazy spin, got between the defense, burning every single person, and takes it all the way to the crib. Crazy return. We're up 10 points now. If we score on this drive, most likely this game is over. Got this thing to Montrell, and he is getting sticky. And now on 2nd and 10, running 5 out, somehow they left Chris Hilton Jr. wide open for an easy touchdown. Man, just a very dominant performance. And now I'm starting to show off my crazy arm talent, getting that thing down the field for a crazy throw. He ended up getting caught, but hey, it's crazy. And so we winning this bowl game, not just winning, but dominating like we should, 38-14. Well, I put up one of my craziest passing games, 347 yards, 64%, 3 touchdowns, no picks either. And man, this was an amazing game all around. But now with the season being over with, that was our last game. These are the stats I put up in my almost half a season I guess I got to play in. And I ended up having 20 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's a crazy touchdown to pick ratio, like some Aaron Rodgers type stuff. And if you remember, at halfway through the season, Montrell wasn't even top 5. Now he number 1 in yards and up there in touchdowns. And I wish I could show y'all how many interceptions he had, but y'all seen him. They just don't show him. But as y'all can see, he also ended up winning the Biletnikoff, but somehow he won the Biletnikoff and didn't get national first team All-American. Doesn't make sense. He got second team and freshman. And obviously for me, I ain't get anything, but it's cool because next year I'm going to be first team without a doubt. But I guess we could just see next season. Can't wait. If you wonder who won the Natty, it was Georgia. And I feel like at the last season, I definitely had a very good year for the games that I had. I only got to play about half of the season. And yeah, it's pretty clear that I'm a pretty good quarterback at this point. And it's clear to me that I'm the QB1 coming into the season, as we didn't get any like top recruit quarterbacks coming into this season. And I guess that's just my coach putting a lot of trust in me, because he knows that I'm going to be the quarterback for the next couple seasons. And look, throughout the offseason, just know, me and Montrell, we've been putting in a lot of work. We ready for this year, because after last year, a lot of people got us as underdogs for like most of the season. So I guess this year, we got to prove to the nation who we are. Now, when I picked up being the starting quarterback of this team, we're unranked. I ended up getting us all the way up in the rankings, and now to start the season, we're 10th in the nation. We're going to get to number 1. Just know that. And I guess another reason for people thinking that we won't be able to make it too far It's because of how many people we lost and just the amount of talent that we lost at that. Our defense got a little bit worse. Our pass rush got a little bit worse. But hey, with me being the starting quarterback to start off this season and Montrell still being here, just know we're going to be good. We head into the first game of the season. And if you remember what I said last year, after sitting there watching my team at home, I'm pretty sure we lost to Clemson. We didn't just lose to them, we got whooped. And I said that when I become the starting quarterback, that's not going to happen. So I really need to make sure that here in this first game of the season, we don't start off 0-1. Now that can't happen. Now coming into this year, like I said, we lost a couple of players, a couple of great players at that. But we did also end up picking up a couple good players. A player like number 9, our new receiver 2, Kylan Billiard, who ended up getting my first touchdown of the season. And as for the defensive side of the ball, when a lot of teams thought that our defense would slow down because of the pieces that we ended up missing last year, still, off our first drive on defense, ended up locking Clemson up. Back on offense, they got us a 3rd and 6. But if it's something about me, it's that it don't matter what down it is, I'm always due for a huge play. And here it is, wide open. I don't know what type of defense they was playing, but they made a big mistake, leaving receiver 3, Kyle Parker, wide open for the touchdown. Now so far, we're doing exactly what we need to be doing. We're up 14-0 against Clemson right now, a team that's really good and has been shown to be really good, especially last season, but it's not looking like they that good right now. Our defense is locking up just as they should be, and our offense, we're looking pretty good too. And we'll end up extending the lead one more time. As on 2nd and 10, hit my twin Montrell, and he ended up burning everybody to get the touchdown. And so now with us having like all the momentum and we looking real good, it's looking like my plan, my promise to deliver in this game, it's looking like it's gonna happen. Cause guess what? I got one more time Montrell with another touchdown, going crazy. And so now in the third quarter, us being up 31-7, getting another stop here on defense where they end up putting the ball off, and we would end up winning this game in a very dominant victory, 48-17. Just destroyed them. If you remember what I said last season, I said as long as I'm the starting quarterback, we ain't losing to them. Also, I'm getting player of the game. Did my thing. Montrell in this game with 3 catches, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's actually crazy how much stuff actually ended up happening during the offseason. I mean, a lot of teams saw how good Montrell was and they tried to, take him away from us here at LSU. But just me being here at LSU wasn't going to let him leave at all. The only way he would leave is if I would leave too. And it's the same way vice versa. Cause we come in as a duo everywhere. Especially cause we know what we can do while we're on the same team. Is you're gonna take the rest of the supporting cast to, support us. Cause we know we can get to the national championship. And that's what we plan to do this season. And even though most of the nation don't even recognize me as being one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, we both know that I'm up there. We know that he's definitely the best receiver and one of the best corners, but me, I'm gonna have to prove myself a little bit more. But then at the same time, I feel like there might be some doubters because I'm not a guy who's gonna go out there and get you a whole lot of yards. I get my stats effectively, and it's effectively to be able to win games. And also, I'm trying to have one of the best touchdown to pick ratios of all time. And so far through the games I played, it's looking pretty good. Just got to keep on playing well and playing smart football. Try to not turn that ball over at all. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to keep on doing. And so far in this game against FCS West, it's obvious. It was obvious from the start that we was going to win this game, but not just win it, dominating it. And it's looking like I might end up getting out the game here after the first half is over with. 35-0, and I'm already hitting Montrell once again for another touchdown. Yeah, it's clearly over with. As even when the backup came in, we would win this game 77-3. It is a FCS school, but hey, that's still crazy no matter how you look at it. Montrell will get 7 catches, 177, 4 touchdowns. He's him. This was just a game to get a good amount of stats, trying to get, up in the league leaders or whatever. But Montrell, he also ended up catching 3 interceptions in this game. Like, that's crazy. And because of how crazy Montrell went, he'll win SEC Offensive Player of the Week, taking on Western Kentucky at their crib And this is just another one of those teams where you really just gotta walk all over. It's not gonna be as easy as FCS West was, but at the same time, you still gotta walk all over them. Cause then it proves that you're just up there in the best schools. And so obviously, that's what we plan to do. And here in Montreal, he ended up playing some great defense. If you ask me, it wouldn't be a penalty. For some reason, they called this pass interference. It looked like he played the receiver when he was about to catch the ball. I mean, I don't know, he might have touched him a little bit too early, but at the same time, that was a petty call. We ended up getting a stop anyways. And look, last season, Montreal really didn't take too many returns, but this year, he really wanted to be more of even more all around. Not only being an offensive player, not only being a defensive player, but also getting on the special teams and doing what he does and getting his first return touchdown of the season. Now back out here on offense after defense got once again another stop on the play action. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my running back at the backfield, and he ended up swerving between the defenders to pick up a huge gain, getting basically into the red zone. Now here at 1st and 10 in the red zone, I'm just waiting for Kylan on this end route to get open. I threw it, I feel like I was at the perfect time, but he couldn't even get to the ball because it was a pass interference on the play. So we're at the 1 yard line. Being this close, there's no reason not to just go ahead and run this ball in. But we ended up doing a read option, and I get my first rushing touchdown of the season. And then once they got the ball back, they weren't even able to move the ball. They immediately threw an interception to Montreal, which put us back in the red zone once again. And they even started playing some pretty good defense. Got the 3rd and goal, and then got the 4th and goal. But coach, he wasn't going for it though. Y'all know how he go. He wanted to go for it on 4th and goal, running this ball in, scored a touchdown, extending his lead. Western Kentucky is really having a tough time doing everything out here on the football field. I mean, they are playing against LSU, but they're also at home, and they still haven't scored a touchdown yet. Got on the 3rd and 3 right now, and they end up running the ball, which was the worst thing they could have possibly did. End up getting stopped. We get the ball, and we got a chance to extend this lead once again. And here on this play, I found my tight end open, throwing that dot. He caught that ball, went to the ground, and now we still pushing forward. We're almost to the 50-yard line, 2nd and 10, waiting for my guy Montreal to go across, but I'm taking a sack, my first one of the game. But no matter what situation I'm in, it really doesn't matter, because I still have the opportunity and the talent on my team to make big plays. And here, it's a big play going to Montreal, throwing that thing down the field, using my crazy arm strength and his crazy speed to score this touchdown. (28-3) here in the 3rd quarter, and they still haven't found a way to score a touchdown. At least it got a field goal, I guess. But we finna score again, hitting Montreal over the top, and ain't nobody gonna catch him. He too fast. Another touchdown. As we should, another very dominant victory, winning 38-13, as I would win player of the game once again. But you could really argue that should be Montreal's again, like just look at the stats he's putting up. And then once again, he wins offensive player of the week. Somehow I got player of the game though. That's weird. And after playing some pretty bad teams, some terrible teams actually, we're finally playing against a team that's actually kind of worthy, who can actually beat us if they put in the pain to do so, or if we mess up a lot. It's NC State. At the same time, it's a team that we shouldn't lose to. And with all our talents, we're not going to. After scoring first, we started locking up on defense, got them to 3rd and 13. They got a little bit too desperate. Tested one of the best cornerbacks in the nation, number 1 to me, interception by Montrell Johnson. And that ain't it. Right after he caught that interception, he still had a good amount of energy remaining. Hit him on his end route. He's gone. Ain't nobody catching him end zone. And then after scoring once again, getting them to 3rd and 9, and they tested him again. I will never understand why they did this, but hey, it's all good for Montreal because he gets another interception in the 1st quarter. And because of this, we get to extend this lead once again. I mean, NC State is a team that could be good, but like I said, we're just destined to blow them out in this game. We've been blowing every team out that we done played so far, including Clemson. So beating a team like NC State really shouldn't be a problem at all. It's just too many weapons on our team to try to guard. And even if it's all guarded, I still have legs that I can use. So keeping me in the pocket, trying to keep me out of the pocket, no matter what happens, I got the tools and the weapons to do whatever I need to do. We all the way into the red zone now, 2nd and goal. Ran the read option. I'm trying to get to the end zone, try to dive in. We got tackled right before it. We're running it one more time here on 3rd and goal. This time, I'm getting into the end zone, fighting in for another touchdown. They're down 21-0, but it's looking like their offense is finally starting to have a little bit of fight in them. They done finally made their way into the red zone, running the ball, getting a 2nd and 7. This is gonna be their opportunity to score a touchdown and try to pick up some momentum if they even can, to get another 1st down. If they don't pick up a touchdown here, this game is for sure over. I mean, to me, it already is. They came out here on 1st and goal, running 5 out. A big mistake here is gonna be an interception, but they found another guy and they scored a touchdown. This game's not over with. But now they done gave us a lot of time to go ahead and put some more points on the board, extend it back to what we had. They actually ended up getting a sack on me, making it 2nd and 24, but I would launch this ball over the top to the fastest player in the nation, Montrell Johnson, and we scored another touchdown. But even after that touchdown we just scored, as easy as it was, they still had a minute left to go ahead and make something happen. And they were doing it. They was driving down the field. About 40 seconds left here in the 1st half. They're in the red zone, 2nd and 5, and they're looking for the touchdown. It's all they can get, and they got it. But just imagine this. You do all this to score 2 touchdowns. Just for then, us to score this easily, just burning your DBs over the top almost every single time, that should demoralize them. And so now in the 2nd half and the 3rd quarter, they'll make their way all the way back to the red zone. But this time, it wouldn't come out with a touchdown. It's an interception. That would mark the end of the game, basically. I mean, we're up by too many points. They ain't coming back. I mean, they fought when they could. They just didn't have the talent at all to compete with us. We went 38-20. And I get player of the game again, 360, 47%. Got to do better on that, but I did score 5 touchdowns. We've had a very good offensive game and defensive too. They started to score a little bit, but it really didn't matter because at that point, we started taking off and they couldn't catch up at all. But now, it's time for another big game, a huge game at that. Because this week, we're playing against Georgia, the top school in the nation, ranked number 1. But for us, we're ranked number 2. And we're both undefeated teams, so whoever comes out on top is probably going to be ranked number 1, and they get to continue being undefeated. Now, we just had a streak of games where our opponents just weren't that good, but we did defeat Clemson by a good amount in our first game of the season, so we are prepared for this game. But this first drive ain't looking too good. Georgia's defense all over us, but Coach drew up this amazing play that gave us a huge game by Caleb Jackson, our running back. Man, we really needed that. And now that we got that huge play, getting us a good amount of momentum, it's time to go ahead and finish this drive, and I do just that. Getting it to my twin Montrell for that touchdown. And now on the defensive side of the ball, it's time to lock in. Georgia is on 3rd and 7, playing some great defense right now. They ended up throwing the ball to the sideline, but it was way too short. So we get the ball again. We can extend this lead and go ahead and take that advantage. And on 2nd and 10, I tried to get out the pocket. Took a sack, making it 3rd and 14. And we got to find a way to pick up this 1st down like we always do. But unfortunately, that D-line almost got to me. I had to get that out to my running back to at least pick up a couple yards, I guess, which didn't do anything. But here on defense again, great defense. He threw the ball down the field, which he didn't have to do, but there was a guy wide open getting him the 1st down. And now in the red zone on 2nd and 3, dumb decision. Testing Montrell out of all people? Are you crazy? And he showed them how dumb they was. He would take that thing all the way to the crib, giving us a 2-score lead. Just what an athlete. And then after locking them up one more time because of Montrell, we're up 14-0 with a chance to go ahead and make this a 3-score lead. Though their defense is still all over me. I threw the ball out of bounds while taking a hit. Obviously can't do that. I mean, I didn't give them a sack though, so that's really all that matters, I guess. Now I'm making it 2nd and 22, and we got to pick these yards up. I scrambled up the pocket, and once again, another flag on the field. These are things that I can't let happen ever again. These are just rookie mistakes or freshman mistakes. But because of what I did, all the way back to up 3rd and 26, and we got to just run this ball to not get put to the back of the end zone for the safety. Got to give them another chance, but the defense, I believe in them. And man, I'm just going to say, like, our defense has been delivering like crazy in this game. Getting another interception with 30 seconds left, it's perfect. Got enough time to get down the field and at least get a field goal. And of course, just got to make sure I play it smart. Don't throw no interceptions. Just doing that could definitely go ahead and switch the whole game around. I tried to throw that over the top, tried to get it to my guy, but just couldn't get it all the way over the top like I needed to. And of course, my first pick of the season would go against Georgia. And now, because of my dumb decision, my first pick of the season, just in the worst moment possible, it'll get them into the red zone. And on 1st and goal, a quarterback will run in for their first points of the game. Now it's the second half. We're up in this game, but you could just imagine us being at their crib while this is happening right now. The stadium is just crazy. And it's real hard for me to try to pay attention, but I just gotta make sure I stay locked in because I'm the quarterback and I gotta make sure we win this game and make sure I make better decisions than I did in and off last half. But we got into the red zone now and we're running the read option and they left me wide open. I get into the end zone, making up for what I did. 2-score lead again. They will score again though, making it a 7-point game here in the 4th quarter. And especially here at the end of the game, there's no room for mistakes at all. Even though I feel like my defense can get that stop, I cannot afford to make no mistakes. Montrell, he knows that. He ain't dropping no passes at all. Running the read option on 2nd and inches, picking up this first down. At this point, all we're trying to do is burn all the clock we can and just settle for the field goal because that's all we need to win this game. It's 3rd and 11. As bad as I wanted to pass the ball, couldn't do it. Teammates couldn't hear me anyway, but running the ball here was the best scenario because running the ball, they called another timeout. We kicked this field goal and we win the game. We will come to their crib and beat them 24-17. Man, after playing all those bad teams, it was really like, it was crazy because the talent comparison from them to Georgia was just insane. But hey, still came out on top. I didn't have a great game. I had an interception, but as long as we won, that's really all that matters. And also, because of that win, we become the #1 ranked team in the nation. Let's go. Let's keep it. And now we're returning back home. Playing against Texas this week though. And they're not ranked, but they're still having a pretty good season. 5-1. And beating us could definitely give them a ranking, but obviously we can't let that happen. Gotta come out here and do our job here at home. After getting a stop on Texas, Montrell will come out here and return this punt, doing a nasty spin move and getting to the outside. And then somebody had a crazy angle on him. Just that one person, he could have returned this. But hey man, we way closer now. It's 1st and 10 and we already here in the red zone. I'm getting this to my running back. I was gonna go ahead and get this first down after doing that nasty spin. Now 1st and goal, running the ball one more time, handing it off to my running back again, gets into the end zone for the first points of the game. Now here on defense, they done made their way to our side of the field. It was 3rd down, and they ended up being a swat on the field, but Montrell was being a little bit too handsy with his receiver, so they'll pick up the first down because of the illegal touch and the illegal contact or whatever. But now 2nd and 5, motion by Montrell's man, the quarterback will find a wide open receiver. Not wide open, but hey, that was a great catch. Great pass too, touchdown. Tie game now 7-7. 1st and 10, got a motion coming out the backfield, doing a fake toss and just launching this thing down the field to Montrell, who ended up burning his man over the top as he always does, and he gets in there for the touchdown untouched. Then the defense would force a turnover, getting us into the red zone already, and I would find Montrell once again for another touchdown. Going crazy. And at this point, it looked like Texas is out of it. I mean, it is very hard to play at Death Valley. Right now, Texas is definitely proving how hard it is. Because all the momentum being against them, the crowd getting this loud, and they just folding under pressure. And now getting back into the red zone. We're finna extend this lead once again. Got a crosser, tight end, touchdown. And now here in the first half, with just about a minute left, they have an opportunity to try to put some more points on the board. But if our defense is looking like this, it's going to be a lot harder for them. It's now 3rd and 16 because of that sack. And they end up running the ball. Guess they didn't win nothing, but ain't got nothing to do with us, because now here in the second half, we're up 28-7. And we got the ball to start off the second half so we can extend this lead even more, which is exactly what I'm trying to do right here. It's 3rd and 1. They almost got us, but there's one thing you gotta remember is that I got legs. I'm not only trying to pass that ball. And somebody almost ended up getting me. It was a slow DT though, so I was able to get out of there and get out of bounds after picking up a huge gain. After a good amount of failed attempts trying to get a sack on me, 1st and 10, and they would finally get back here and actually saved me for a good amount of yards, making it 2nd and 21. But I will pick up a good amount of those yards back, which would get us back to 3rd and 10. And then hitting Montrell on his end route. Can't guard him. Be even closer to the end zone now. But then they'll finally start locking in a little bit, making it 3rd and 21 after getting a good 2 sacks on me. But for some teams need to understand is that you need to put another person over the top of Montrell because he will burn you. He scored another touchdown here. And let's just say this was a beatdown, 42-7. We're going crazy, like real crazy. And Montrell, of course, doing his thing as he does every week. And I only need to throw 11 passes to win this game, completing 8 of them with 4 touchdowns. And we just dominated as we've been doing all season and as we look to do for the rest of the season. Montrell will get another SEC Offensive Player of the Week. We're at home once again, and this week playing against Missouri, another team that could possibly beat us, kind of like NC State, but we're not looking forward to it. Obviously, it's just another team that we need to go ahead and whoop on real quick as we move on throughout the season. And here on 1st and 10, I end up taking a hit by multiple people, but you know me, I'll take a hit and then keep on going. I don't really care about taking the hit as long as I know at the next play, we're going to get it back as we do. It really wasn't that smart of a pass, but hey, that's a great catch though, putting us in a great position. 3rd and 3. And all I gotta do here is use my own legs and go ahead and pick up this 1st down myself. So now, pushing the ball down the field even more. It's 3rd and 3, and I got Montrell, of course. He gets his 1st down, almost getting to the end zone, getting to about the 1 yard line. And here, we're in the read option, handing it off to my running back for the touchdown. We would actually end up missing the field goal, somehow the extra point. But now out here on defense, 3rd and 15, and they would find that guy down the field. He beat 2 people over the top. He might just be like that. But it's going to be on the quarterback if they score a touchdown here. And look like they might do that. Because after another huge play, they'll get into the red zone, making it 1st and goal. And they will score a touchdown on that drive, which will put them up in this game since we missed our extra point. And so now we're actually down, and on 2nd and 10, I'll take a hit, and that was almost intercepted by a D lineman. Thank God it was not. I gotta make sure I get this 1st down somehow, and I find my guy, my tight end, who somehow finds a way to make this a touchdown. He's not that fast, but here, shoot, like he was running for his life. Of course, after scoring that last touchdown, we had to go for 2 to make us up 7 points. 2nd and 3, almost got the 1st down, but a crazy diving swat to force the incompletion. 3rd and 3 now. They don't get this. Obviously, they'll go for the field goal. And they actually end up getting it, throwing it over the top of Montrell's head. And they would get that ball getting 1 foot in. But the defense would get them back to 3rd down. And this time, they couldn't get it. So they had to settle for 3 points. But this is our opportunity to go ahead and extend this lead. And here on 2nd and 10, giving it to my twin Montrell to pick up this 1st down. We got 34 seconds left in this first half to at least get a field goal. But me, y'all know I want the touchdown. 2nd and 4, just waiting for Montrell, but I don't see him, so I'm gonna go ahead and scramble. If nobody's open, I gotta be smart, gotta use my legs and get the 1st down. But we would again find ourselves on 3rd down, but it's only 3rd and inches. And when all I had to do was run up and get the 1st down, saw my brother wide open for the touchdown. Missouri started off with the ball in the second half, made their way down the field, but just to run the ball on 3rd and 3, that was just dumb. They ain't even make the field goal when they kicked it for just 3 points. So now we can extend the lead once again. Try to get over the top, and I almost completed it. He just dropped it while taking a hit, which is cool. 3rd and 14, got 4 verticals, and I don't see anybody open yet. So I'm scrambling out to the right side, finna take a hit. So I throw it to my guy who came down, but of course, I made a mistake again. Threw that ball when I was past the line of scrimmage. How could I? It's their ball now. Scoring there would have kind of basically put the game away they now have a chance to go ahead and close the gap between us. And they would do just that here on 1st and 10, running the ball to Montrell's side, but he just could not get a good angle on that running back. And they get into the end zone, getting closer to us. And if y'all saw, the Mizzou player, he ended up taunting the crowd after scoring that touchdown. And that's one thing you can't do, especially here at Death Valley, because we don't take stuff like that lightly. Now, we done made our way all the way down the field. They started playing some pretty good defense when we got into the red zone, making it 3rd and goal, but they ended up leaving our tight end wide open, and we scored a touchdown. And with it being the 4th quarter, that touchdown was basically in the game, and we'll win this game 35-23. They put up a little fight, but just couldn't get it done. And I win player of the game again, getting 312, 64% this time with 4 touchdowns. And this time, of course, Montrell's up there, but that boy Trey Dez was also up there. Number 2 target this game. Now, as y'all can see, as in passing yards through about half of the season, I'm not up there. But touchdowns I am, and passing rating, I'm number 1. And as for Montrell, y'all already know he going crazy. Number 1 in yards by far, and touchdowns. And now this is crazy to see. Even though I'm not up there in yards, just my performance puts me number 2 in the Heisman race, and Montrell number 1. But the crazy thing is, we're number 2 in the nation now. Texas A&M number 1, even though they have a loss. I guess it's because we played a couple bad teams, but we also played some great teams too. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to get it back. And with that, we're playing against Tennessee this week, playing at their crib too. Now, they're not having a great season, but at the same time, they're one of those teams. And they're looking like one of those teams, because now it's 3rd and 20. And in moments like this, as always, I'm always going to my twin brother Montrell. I had to put that ball in the perfect position for him to make that catch. This is a great connection right there. We've been having that type of connection since middle school. I'm telling y'all. 2nd and 11, taking off using my legs. I'm taking the hit, but hey, I still got the first down. Anything to get the first down. And now with a trip set on the right side, that man Kyle Parker will get wide open, fighting for that touchdown. And he gets in there. Only one score ended up happening in the 1st quarter. And now in the 2nd quarter, they got the ball to start off. He tried to throw this ball down the field to Montrell, and as y'all can see, it ain't happen. He overthrew it on purpose, because if he didn't overthrow it, that was definitely going to be intercepted. And now here on 3rd and 10, everybody's locked up. Some great defense everywhere. Tried to run out the pocket, couldn't do it. Took a loss while taking the sack. And so they end up having to give us the ball back, and on 2nd and 10, got a motion out the backfield. It will mess up their defense completely. Nobody was guarding Montrell for some reason. I don't know what they was doing back there, DBs, but hey, that's an easy touchdown. The one time they was able to make it to outside of the field in this game, couldn't do anything with it. And it's looking like they might get back there, because they do after catching this ball, and he ended up fighting for even more yards. But defense started to lock in a little bit. 3rd and 4. If they don't pick this up, they're obviously finna go for the field goal. And they actually end up getting it. Running a zig route, getting the first down, picking up a couple more yards after that. Now 2nd and 10, they ran the RPO. Montrell would get beat on it. And his man almost scored. Luckily he didn't, but still, they were so close. They ended up running the ball in to score that touchdown. And now it's our turn to go ahead and get us back to a 14-point lead. It was 3rd down. I had to use my legs to pick it up, and again, 3rd down once again. And I got my tight end in the middle. We ended up taking a big hit. Couldn't secure the catch. But look though, it's the 4th quarter. We can't make no mistakes. We've only scored 14 points so far, so Tennessee been playing some good defense, but the offense only scored 1 touchdown. And our defense, as always, is playing great. Now, we got to make sure that we score a touchdown here on this drive, or at least get a field goal, because that'll put us up by 2 scores, and they won't have a lot of time. Picking up this first down, it's about 2 minutes and a half remaining in the game, which you got to be real smart with. Less than 2 minutes left in the game now on 2nd and 11. We almost ran the ball, but instead, I saw Montrell was one-on-one. And y'all know how that go. Big play. And with that, basically, game being over, only a minute left, and all we gotta do is run the ball. There's no point in trying to pass the ball. We either get the field goal or we get the touchdown, and we end up getting the touchdown. And this game is over. They scored and got the 2-point conversion, but it really wouldn't mean anything because they had no timeouts. And, we was up by another score, so they had enough time. I'll get player of the game with 316 yards, 70% with 2 touchdowns. Man, I don't know. Montrell probably should have got that one. Just look at those stats. But it is what it is. Keep on going. If it's one thing I definitely love is the amount of support and love and attention that me and my twin brother been getting, especially with us being top 2 on the Heisman race. Like, that's crazy. 2 people from the same team, and especially with them 2 people being twin brothers, like, yo, it's unheard of. And the way we playing, like, we looking like we really want that national championship, and we gonna get that no matter what it takes, no matter how much ground we gotta put into the game. I know that's what we're going for. And it's definitely gonna be fun to see who ends up winning the Heisman between me and Montrell, because we both going crazy. And even though, like, in terms of yardage, I'm not in the top 5 in quarterbacks, I've been doing everything else right. I mean, I'm being smart, making sure I'm not throwing interceptions. I think I've only thrown 1 or 2 this season, maybe. Even that. I know I did throw one against Georgia, but, you know, I'm not doing that no more. No more dumb decisions. But then at the same time, it's kind of hard to beat somebody in a race when they're playing both sides. And not only that, they're also in special teams. I mean, Montrell's going crazy on offense as a receiver, getting picks, locking up players on defense, and then even getting punt returns. Like, I ain't gonna lie, ain't looking too good for me. But hey, at the end of the day, the main goal is to make sure we get to the national championship and win it. And that's what we're gonna do. So far in this game against Mississippi State at their crib, it don't feel like it's at their crib, because the way we're doing them right now, this might as well be our home. We're doing them dirty. We're up 21-0. They done finally made it here into the red zone. Not even yet, but they just can't get in there. Getting the 4th down, they had to kick a field goal that last drive. And now, y'all know we ain't stopping at all. We're not letting our foot off the pedal, off the gas, nothing. And I mean, it just feels like somebody's open almost every single play. And if somebody's not, then I got it myself, picking up another 1st down with my legs. We got about 24 seconds left in the first half, and I know for sure we can go ahead and get at least a field goal before the half ends. Allen picked up the 1st down, got hit while he was already out of bounds, so guess what? We get even more yards. 2nd and goal, and I got my guy in the middle of the field. Kylan, once again, he dives into the end zone for his touchdown. But now I'm also realizing another reason why my stats aren't as good as they should be in terms of passing yards wise is because the teams, we just blown out so many teams this season. So coach decided that it was just time for me to sit on the bench. So the backup ended up getting the yards and stuff like that. But hey, like I said, I'm not here for all the stats. I'm here to win games, and that's exactly what we're doing. As we end up beating these dudes 38-6, which wasn't in the competition. And I get player of the game with only 150 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. Like I said, I don't get too many yards, but hey man, I deliver wins every single week, no matter what. Like I said, it's actually pretty crazy. I mean, to us, it's kind of normal because we really came into this season just knowing that we were going to dominate. But for the rest of the nation, they didn't think that LSU would come out here and just, you know, be whooping on every team like this. I mean, the only team that really put up a fight for real was Georgia. We ended up beating them by getting a field goal. I mean, there was another team. I really just don't remember them, to be honest with you. But everybody else, straight whooping. And that's what we're looking to do here against Auburn. Here on 1st and 10, throwing this thing up to Montrell. He's one-on-one, and you know who's coming down with that. And on the defensive side of the ball, doing pretty good up until this play, where Montrell actually ended up bumping into one of our teammates, which will give them this big 1st down. At least Montrell caught up to him and didn't allow that touchdown, because I don't know who would have. But got to find a way to stop him though. 2nd quarter just started. They ended up testing Montrell. He got there in the perfect time. He got beat on that route. Luckily, the quarterback took too long to throw that. Now making it 3rd and 10, and they ended up doing a screenplay. Montrell got there, helped make the tackle. He didn't make it, but somebody else did, making it 4th down, which they ended up taking a field goal. And now when we got the ball, we ended up making it all the way to the red zone. I ended up taking a big sack, losing 5 yards on the play. But we finna pick that right back up. After I ended up hitting our guy to the sideline. We scored a touchdown on this play. Yo, that was a crazy throw and a crazy catch. And now with just under 2 minutes left in this first half, they trying to get down the field. It's 3rd and 6. He tried to fit that in, but it got swatted down. So now we have an opportunity with just under 1 minute left here in the first half. It's 3rd and 3 though. Everybody in my face, and guess who I'm throwing that ball to? The one and only Montrell, catching that ball, getting tackled. But hey, we all the way on the other side of the field now. And they most definitely not gonna make it easy for us at all. It's 3rd and 12, but I end up getting my guy on a drag route, burning his man, getting into the end zone for another touchdown to close off this half. And just to make matters worse for Auburn, we get ball to start off the second half. First and 10, I'm scrambling out to the left side. Ain't nobody there for me, and I'm getting out of bounds. I did take a hit too. I feel like we should have gained some yards off that, but hey, it's cool though. After taking a sack, it's 2nd and 17. I'm trying to find someone to get the ball to. Can't. So I'm running the ball again, making it 3rd and 4. This time, when that line started closing in a little bit, I tried to escape and throw the ball. Couldn't do it. And coach actually wanted to go for it. Going for it on 4th and 4 is kind of crazy, but hey, we ended up picking it up anyway. And we would end up driving all the way down the field, getting a 2nd and 5, running the read option. I'm trying to get the first down, but I got caught on the edge, making it 3rd and 2. And now on 3rd and 2, we're in the play action, scrambling out to the right side, getting us up to my flats, and he ended up picking up the first down before getting tackled. And now once again, it's 3rd down again, 3rd and goal, and there's no reason to try to force it in, no reason to throw any interceptions here. We at least need a field goal. And so what I did to make sure I didn't make any dumb decisions, I decided to scramble out to the right side. If I can't make it, then I will. If I can't, I didn't. So it's now 4th and goal, and coach actually wanted to go for it here. I guess with the time being the way it is and our defense playing as good as it's been, he put the trust in me, and I delivered for sure. Another game, another blowout victory, beating them boys 28-3. Once again, I get player of the game. Montrell just going crazy as usual, like he does every single game. We're at home once again, taking on Kentucky. And this is the last game before the final game of the regular season. So we obviously just have these last 2 games left to make sure that we stay undefeated during the regular season. And just the fact that we're at home 1 and 2, Kentucky is not having a good year at all. They only have 1 win on their record, and ain't no way we're gonna become number 2. Now we done made our way down the field. I threw a dot into the end zone, but bro ended up dropping it. This time, try to get to the back to my twin, but ended up getting defended. I tried to throw that double cover, thought he was gonna be able to come down with it, wasn't able to. Now on defense, great defense. Made 3rd and 10, got the stop, 4th down, and we get the ball right back. We're in a play action, scrambling out to the right side, and I try to get my guy to go up the field, and I end up securing his pass to him. Hey, throwing a ball like that while taking a hit under pressure like that, hey, it takes some skill, without a doubt. And then this play, throwing this thing over the top, using my arm strength and my crazy accuracy. And he was able to make that crazy catch too. He took a hit while coming down, and he was still able to secure it. I love seeing my guys do that. And now on 2nd and goal, run that thing in, diving in for the touchdown. And now so far in this game, it being the 2nd quarter, the end of it at that, and we're up 10-0. And it really don't look like Kentucky's offense is gonna move at all. We now got a minute left in the first half to put some more points on the board. And we looking like we finna do exactly that, cause their defense really can't hold us right now at all. 1st and 10, running 5 out. And as much as I wanted to throw that ball deep down the field, I had my twin Montrell wide open on a drag route. He picked up a good amount of yards getting out of bounds with it. And now finding myself in the red zone, got my guy Kyle Parker wide open for the touchdown, extending our lead. Kentucky actually got the ball to start off the 2nd half, but they did absolutely nothing with it. And then when we got the ball, easy touchdown. Over the top, Montrell, he just burns everybody. But then finally, it looked like their coach might have said something to him, because they done finally made their way into the red zone, running that ball to the other side of the field, and they got into the end zone for their first points of the game. But that would end up being their only points of the game, because they lose this game 34-6. As I'd have one of my best games of the year, 366, 81%, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, but now we really got to get prepared for our last game of the season, because after that, conference and the playoffs. All right, now, the last game of the regular season. We're taking on Texas A&M, a team that's definitely not going to be easy, because they're also having a very good season just like us, but they're not number 1, and they're not undefeated, so this should be ours. Texas A&M started off with the ball. Our defense is locking up though. Got them the 3rd down, and Montrell all over his man. They had no one to get the ball to, so they ended up taking a sack. A big one at that. Putting this ball off, and Montrell's gonna go ahead and return this. He hasn't returned one in a couple weeks, but he felt like this was the time. He came out here, did a spin move to the left side, a nasty one at that. Using his blazing speed, he was almost able to get to the end zone, but just got pushed out in the red zone. Hey, we closed though now. And now on 1st and 10, dropping back in the pocket, can't really see no one open. I probably could have given it to my running back, but the linebacker was there, so I decided to use my legs and almost got into the end zone, falling 1 yard short. And at this point, a little read option. I kept it and got into the end zone. And once again, Texas A&M offensively has been struggling against this amazing defense. And once again, they take a big sack, making it 4th and 21. And they got to punt that ball off once again. You already know who's back there again to return this thing. That man Montrell, another nasty spin move, except this time he's going to the right side. And he ended up getting to the outside of everybody and almost got in, but there was just one lineman who got him out of bounds. That's crazy. But again, we're already in the red zone. Got the thing to a wide open Kyle Parker, who ended up picking up the first down. And once again, running another read option. We done tried a couple of them and they just didn't work. On 3rd and goal, I fight him for another touchdown. Now with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter, we're up 17-0. And they finally made their way to the red zone with a chance to get some points on the board. But will they be able to score a touchdown here? Not on this play. But they wouldn't getting in here on 3rd and goal, throwing that ball to the other side of the field, a wide open underneath route. Finally get their first points of the game. And then, tell me out of all things this dude could have did after scoring a touchdown. Their first of the game, by the way, he does the gritty. Come on now. I know that's taunting. We do not take that lightly. So, now we got the ball, and the first thing I'm doing is letting them know how easy it is for us to score if we want to at any moment. Getting that thing down the field to Montrell. He didn't get the touchdown, but hey, we down the field already. But it wouldn't be as easy as I thought it would be. I tried to scramble out to the right side, and they had a blitzer coming off that edge, and I ended up getting sacked, making it 2nd and 22. But then again, another guy, a DT, would get free, making it 3rd and 30. I don't know what's going on with our O-line, but we need a little bit more protection. This time though, I was able to get it over the top and Montrell just couldn't keep it. He had 2 people on him, so can't be too mad at him. We ended up taking 3 points, which is cool because we get the ball starting off the second half. And with this big throw right here, I was able to getting it right to him before that defender was able to make a play on it. We already on their side of the field. Now on 1st and 10, Montrell ran a nasty comeback route, leaving him in the dust, getting the first down. But we would eventually find ourselves 3rd down, 3rd and 5 though. And as soon as I tried to get that thing to Montrell, took a hit. Luckily I did because it probably was going to be intercepted. We're taking another field goal, but then after stopping them again, we make our way back down into the red zone after I threw this complete bomb over the top to Montrell. Now here in the red zone on 1st and goal, Montrell on the slant, getting it right to him in between the defense for the touchdown. And at this point, the game's over. We're up 30-7. We just need to run the ball, but my dumb self tried to get some more stats and them throwing an interception. My 2nd and 3rd of the season, and they'll take it for 6. The game's still basically over with, but man, that was not smart. Now we'll come out this game with a dub, winning 37-19, but that one interception. Look, hey, luckily it was just the last game of the season and not a playoff game, cause that is dumb, stupid. And Montrell would get the player of the game with 5 catches, 192 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Just torched them. And man, that one interception, that's tough, but hey man, we got the dub, and that's really all that matters. At the end of the day, it's now time for the conference championship. And to our surprise, we ain't playing against Georgia. We got Oklahoma in the SEC Conference Championship game, and they're ranked number 2 in the nation, while we number 1. So here it is. So far, it's been a very great season. Last year, like I said, if y'all remember, I only got to play the second half of this year. I was able to play the whole year, and we haven't lost yet. So obviously, we weren't able to get to the conference championship, but we're here now. We got to make sure we bring this trophy home. Look, I've been composed through the whole season. And this is really the biggest game I've ever played in my life, like in terms of just like how big it is. It's the SEC Conference Championship game. I played in a bowl game last year, but that ain't nowhere near as big as this right here. So coming into this game, of course, there was a little bit of nerves in me, but I got to get that, just like shake it off. I can't let it ruin our chances at getting to the national championship, but being at a higher seed so we don't have to play the first round of the playoffs. And being the number 1 team in the nation obviously gives us that ability. But I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all I was nervous at all. I'm not, because I know who I got on this team, and I know he's going to be there for me every time I need him. Throwing that thing over the top to Montrell for our first points of the game. Like, I'm just telling y'all, it's just really hard to be nervous when you got that security blanket. You know it's going to secure that catch no matter how it is. And here, I had the playmaker, my guy Colin, up the field, and we back into the red zone. Now, on 2nd and 10, I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking for the end zone, and I do just that. Zipping that thing to Montrell, he took a hit and still secured that touchdown. Let's go. dominating this game so far, offensively and defensively. It's the second quarter that just started. We're already up 14-0. He tested Montrell over the top, and as y'all can see, that just wasn't a good decision at all. And now we get to extend this lead even more. I mean, just look at that return too. We're getting past the 50. Now we did end up scoring on that drive, and now it's the second half. Up 21-0. They done got us the third down, but we're gonna go ahead and get this first down, getting that thing to Kylan, picking it up. Hey, if it's gonna be a Kylan drive, hey, so be it. He was wide open once again. For some reason, they left him while he was just standing there, but hey, I'll take it. Now, after making our way all the way into the red zone, making it 2nd and goal, threw that thing to Montrell. He was not able to secure that catch, but now we got another opportunity before we probably kick the field goal. 3rd and goal, and I tried to get this with an underneath route, but he ended up going down before getting into the end zone. But coach wanted to go for him on 4th and goal. I mean, we're at the 1 yard line, and we ran a read option. Running back ran it in for the touchdown. It's really just crazy. We just been dominating all season, and now playing against the number 2 ranked team in the nation in the conference championship. Yo, complete dominance. Montrell with another interception, and that is game over as we win the conference championship 35-3. Just complete dominance. And now going to the playoffs, we get the number 1 ranked seed and everything. We just got to be prepared for it. Make sure we don't slack off at all, because it's going to be a crazy playoff. But first, we got the awards. Me and Montrell was racing for the Player of the Year and for the Heisman. And of course, as y'all can see, Montrell ended up winning both of those. He did his thing this season. He was going crazy. And he's the reason why we're here for the most part. Because not only is he doing the receiving wise, he's doing it on defense and doing it on the punt returns too. So of course, he deserves all these awards. And then not only that, he wasn't the only player on this team to win awards. Our tight end won the best tight end award. And we got a couple more awards too on the defensive side of the ball. We all went crazy. But what's funny to me is the fact I went number 2 in the Heisman race, but I wasn't even top 10 in the best quarterback conversation or top 12. I mean, it don't really mean too much to me. It's time for the playoffs. And as y'all can see, we got Nebraska. Before we get into that game, as y'all can see, look at these awards Montrell done broke already, man. Like, yo. And these are going to be extended as we're in the playoffs too, so yeah. Now look, y'all, it's been a long time and I've been trying to get this video out, but I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, as y'all can tell by my voice. But guess what? I don't care. We're gonna go ahead and finish this video out. If you can bear my voice, you can bear to watch the last 10 minutes of this video. The playoffs is gonna be told by this nice voice. It is what it is. And as y'all can see, we are now in the Orange Bowl, our first game of the playoffs, because you know we did have the number 1 seed, so we gotta go ahead and take care of business here. Now starting off on defense, we doing our thing right now, you feel me? Got them to 3rd and 27, Montrell locking up, and they tried to test him over the top. Y'all know that's not gonna happen. Anytime a team try to test him other than the South Carolina, that boy always do his thing. And on offense, he do his thing too, burning this man over the top and catching this crazy, yo, that was a crazy pass, a crazy catch for the touchdown, our first of the playoffs. And now back on defense, Nebraska is still struggling, still trying to find a way to move the ball on our defense. Even the run ain't working, and normally the run kind of works against us, but it's not looking like it is here in this first quarter. Got him to 3rd and 17, and he ended up taking an underneath route. Montrell missed his tackle, but teammates came in and secured the tackle. And now Montrell decided to go ahead and come out here on punt return. Broke a tackle, got out to the right side, a nasty spin move, and he used his speed to take this thing to the crib, putting us up by 2 touchdowns. Yo, when I tell you, there's no point of any of us else coming on to this field, this game, because this dude Montrell has been doing everything. He got this interception, he got a stop, he got a punt return, a touchdown. Like, dude, leave some glory for the rest of us. But hey, man, we get a chance. I get a chance to show something what I can do after throwing that touchdown earlier. On 3rd and 2, throwing that thing down the field to who else? None other than that man Montrell. Yo, this game is basically over with, and it's all because of him. Like, it's already 21-0. And I mean, Nebraska, this isn't a bad team at all. It's just the dominance that Montrell is putting on right now is just crazy. Dive and grab for the first down. And now it's 2nd and 10. We up here in the red zone running the play action. I'm gonna go ahead and scramble out to the right side, use my legs, pick up the first down myself. I'm trying to get in touchdown, but I couldn't. They tackled me right before it. We end up getting 3 points on that drive, and now it's the second half. Running back gets past the linebacker. Yo, we just dominating this game, and really, it's over. We're up 24-0, and we not looking like we slowing down at all, and especially Montrell. Ain't nobody on that team showed glimpses of guarding him at all. They end up having to put a safety over the top of him finally, but even when you do that, I got other weapons on this team other than Montrell. You feel me? So now we done made our way down to the red zone, and I got my other receiver. It don't matter who it is, they gonna make the play. Touchdown. Like, man, just what a performance we put on here in the Orange Bowl. Just completely obliterating them boys, 38-7. Yo, we looking like we finna do something crazy here in the playoffs. We all know we going for that natty. You feel me? This is the first trophy at the beginning in SEC Conference Championship. We're trying to get all the awards. And of course, Montrell will get player of the game. He did more than just this too. He got a punt return. He caught some interceptions. Like, yo, he's him. You know what I'm saying? I had a good game too, you feel me? 3 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? But Montrell, bro, he the reason why we won this game, obviously. And yeah, time to get to the next round. I know this game right here, we got a team that got some pretty good jerseys, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Bowl versus UNC. Let's go. And don't tell me to clear my voice. I've been trying. Now, UNC is definitely starting off better than Nebraska did already. They done got a stop on our offense and made their way down the field, got into the red zone. But will they be able to score against our red zone defense? We're going to find out. We got them to 3rd and 9, and he ended up trying to test Montrell over the top. And guess where that got them? Absolutely nowhere. Interception. Stop it. I would never understand why teams don't just treat Montrell like he's Deion Sanders, but hey, man, I'll take it. We get the ball now, 2nd and 12. Got my guy to go up the field on that playmaker. Did a nasty, disgusting spin move. Ended up riding that thing to the crib. He's not even that fast, but that was nasty. And then after getting another stop on UNC, 2nd and 10, and look at who's getting pressed. The worst person that you could possibly press against, Montrell, burning his man over the top. He's in the crib with it. Come on now. And now it's really not looking good for UNC. We up 14-0. We got all the momentum right now. And it's 3rd down. When they probably should have just ran the ball, whatever, they tried to do a play action and got sacked immediately. We get the ball back. And really, none of our parts of our team at all looks dysfunctional. Anything that we do has been working. I ran the ball, tried to pick up the first down, and I'm getting hit out of bounds 2 yards right before the first. But now it's our turn on 3rd and 2. And I'm taking a hit while throwing the ball. But you know, coach, he wasn't going for it. He wanted to go for it. And really, this wasn't a good pass. But somehow, Montrell secured that catch, getting us the first down off that 4th and 2. And now we're getting another first down off of 1st and 10. And he ended up trying to get the touchdown, but couldn't get it. Fell 2 yards short. So we ended up running a read option, handing it off to my running back, end zone. (21-0). It's really looking like that game against Nebraska again. 2nd and inches, got that thing down the field to who else? Montrell securing that catch. Play action now. We on their side of the field, and I got him again, but I don't know. Look, I tried to lead that out to the outside, get him to the end zone or whatever, but it looked like I guess I underthrew the mess out of that ball, and it got intercepted. That was kind of weird. And they actually ended up scoring off of that interception, but it's fine. Play action, Montrell's one-on-one. It's too easy. He's too fast. He's just too good. Touchdown. And now we're up 28-7 in the 4th quarter. It's basically over when he tests Montrell over the top, and it's his. And it's over. We're going to the national championship. As we win this game 28-14. And once again, Montrell, of course, gets player of the game. As I had a pretty good game too, but man, that interception, that was honestly dumb. Like, I don't know how. Look, we're going to the natty. That's all that matters. Let's get it. And man, we are finally, yo, I ain't gonna lie, my voice is so annoying right now. We made it to the national championship. Something that we've been like waiting for.
knowing that we was gonna get to since high school. We won a state championship in high school with a pretty bad team, and now we're here in college on our dream school playing against USC in the national championship. And y'all know we had to invite our entire family out to watch us in this game because we know it's finna be crazy and we know we finna go crazy. Let's get it. We starting off with the ball here in the national championship on 2nd and 9, and you already know. Gotta go to my brother, pick up this first down. Gotta let them know who's gonna be the guy all game. You know what I'm saying? We got a motion out the backfield. I got my running back wide open. I don't know how they left that, but that's a big play. We getting to the A side of the field already. We getting this drive going. 2nd and 10 on the right side. That DB ran the route for the receiver. A little bit too fast though. I had to throw that ball behind him. You know what I'm saying? 1st and 10 now. And I got Montreal on the slant. Nobody in the middle. Touchdown, our first of the national championship. No points for USC yet. 1st and 10, run the play action. And I'm gonna go ahead and just dump this off to my running back since they end up leaving the open. He burnt that DB around the corner, hurdled somebody. I don't think he went out of bounds, but hey, we still picked up a pretty good game there. So we decided to run another play action. This time, they ended up sending a mean blitz at me. I had to try to help him get that ball out. For some reason, I turned the opposite way when I could just easily threw it out to the right side. It's fine though. 3rd and 10, and y'all already know who this ball going to. Throwing the thing over the top to Montreal. He burnt his man. Toe tap, touchdown. And I ain't gonna lie, this was kind of starting to look like the other playoff games that we done had. Just dominance. We're about 14. It was 3rd down, got a sack on him, and now we get the ball back. We can extend this thing to 3 scores just like we did all the other games. But USC, they ain't trying to go for it at all. They got us to 3rd and 10 playing some pretty good defense, but I end up getting my tight ends in the middle. I thought he caught it, but he ended up dropping it. I feel like I put it right there for him, but with less than 2 minutes left here in the first half, USC is just trying to find a way to get some points. They end up moving backwards, taking a sack, making it 3rd and 17. If they don't pick up yards here, they might not even get 3 points. And they end up getting yards, testing Montreal. But hey, at least they ain't get the first down. They going for 3. They end up going for 3. They actually end up getting the ball back in the 2nd quarter with just under 20 seconds left. And they're actually in this game now. Because after kicking that field goal, it's 14-6. So we got to get a lot more serious. But I got my wide open guy. Wide open, and we scored a touchdown finally. There we go. And right when the game was starting to get interesting, we put it away this fast, 2nd and 3. And like I said, bro, we got weapons everywhere. They're pressing Kylan. Safety tried to get over there and help, couldn't do it. He's too fast too. Big touchdown again. And they end up scoring again, but like I said, we put this game away already. Our offense is moving again, and it's over with. Another touchdown, and this thing is over. And we win the national championship. Like I said, last year, when I was the backup, we wasn't winning. As soon as I got to start, guess what we did? We started winning. And this year, being able to start, we didn't lose a single game. And we won the national championship. Cementing me, Montreal, and all these other guys' legacy here at LSU. Bringing these boys another championship since it was Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Jettis. You feel me? We went crazy. And it was actually me who ended up getting the player of the game. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like, come on, yo. And man, everybody on this team came out there, did their thing, did not fold. You feel me? They ended up scoring a little bit, but then we got right back to it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. And I won another one next season. But man, just a crazy year, you feel me? I didn't have the most yards and touchdowns, but I had a lot of them. And I didn't throw that many interceptions. And Montreal, y'all already know he was number 1 in everything when it comes to receiving, basically. Feel me? Getting all these rewards, all these records. Like, and he's not even done. Like, when he done, his career stats are going to look even crazier. And for me, I don't really get that many stats. I'm just here to win games, you know what I'm saying? But for me, Keyshawn, and my brother Montreal, obviously we're staying here at LSU for our last year before we go to the NFL. But man, what a season. We won that natty. Man,
Me and my brother, we coming off of a season where we just won the national championship for LSU. Defeated USC in it too, and it really wasn't close. And not only that, the seasons that me and Montrell put up last year was just crazy. And he ended up winning the Heisman. So that just shows you how crazy we ended up going. And not only that, he ended up setting a couple of records like touchdown catches, receiving yards in the season. So we did a lot. And look, a good amount of people wanted us to transfer schools, but that really just wouldn't make sense at all. We just won a national championship. We're breaking records. We're trying to extend our records and break more. You feel me? We want to do more for the school. I mean, it is our dream school after all. And so, getting ready for our last season, most likely here in college football, we got to make sure we end off with a bang. And especially since we done got a taste of that national championship winning it last season, we want that again. We need that again. And the best thing about it is that most of our team were all red shirts and sophomores and freshmen. So we kind of have about the same team, just a couple freshmen, you know what I'm saying, that's not really going to play. So we really have a whole lot of chemistry coming into this last season, and we finna make some noise for sure. And to be honest, looking at our roster compared to last season, we actually might have a better squad than we did last year. We got the same people, but they got better. Even I got better. Even Montrell got better. So like, yo, it's looking crazy. It's looking scary for the rest of the nation. And when I say scary, I mean like completely just dangerous. We coming into the season just knowing what we can do. Like just knowing that we could do what we did last season, but even better. Yo, we finna be unstoppable without a doubt. And with our first team being against UTSA, a team that's ranked, but definitely not as good of a school as we are at all. So we starting off, I'm throwing that bomb down the field to my running back, a very fast guy. You can't keep up with him. You got to have a safety over the top. And that's one of the scariest things about this team is the fact that not only Montrell is a guy who could really beat you over the top, but running back can if he's on a route. Kylan over there, number 9 can. You feel me? We got a lot of people. And then even our tight end, he's a dog too. But speaking of guys that's going to beat you over the top, look at that man Montrell catching that ball with 2 people hitting him, still securing that catch. He's just that guy. Now down the field on 2nd and 10, we ran a play action. I almost ended up taking a hit. Tried to fit that into Montrell, but I overthrew it just a little bit. And 3rd and 10 now, y'all know, it don't matter what down it is. We are big play potential at all times. Getting to my tight end who got into the end zone for that touchdown. We already up 14-0 right now. UTSA's offense ain't really look like it's moving at all. Locking them boys up right now is 3rd and 12, and it was actually Montrell who ended up giving it up. But it'll become 3rd and 12 again, and this time they decided to come out here in 5 wide. And Montrell left his man open just for a split second, tried to bait that up, but the quarterback overthrew it. And it was good for him because that would have definitely been an interception. But now back to the offensive side of the ball, taking a big sack, making it 2nd and 20, and we end up throwing an incomplete pass, making it 3rd and 20. But y'all know, in situations like this, there's only one person I throw that ball down the field to, and that's my twin Montrell, picking up the big touchdown, big play. After defense locked up once again, we got the ball back up 21-0 with about a minute left here in the first half. I know finding a way to get that ball over that DB's head, and Montrell would just burn number 5, breaking the tackle and getting into the end zone once again. And somehow they end up giving the ball up. We got less than 20 seconds left, and we finna find a way to get back into the end zone, throwing that thing to my running back who made a crazy dive and grab. And yeah, so after that, I ended up getting taken out the game for the rest of the second half because there was no point in me playing at all. We won 45-0, and I'm pretty sure UTSA is not going to be ranked anymore after this game. But as y'all can see, had a crazy game, 383 yards on 66%, 5 touchdowns, and I did all of that in the first half. That's crazy. But just look at my team, my receivers. Montrell with 202 touchdowns, my running back with 102 touchdowns. Like, yo, dogs. All right, so we're in a little stretch of games where we're not really playing against super tough talent, which might be a little bit good because we get to, warm up against these worst teams real quick before we get into the real talent. And we doing that right now. But not only do I like playing against teams like this because we get to warm up, but also
I get to build up my stats. Because you remember, Montrell was the one that won Heisman last season. And I kind of want to be the guy that won it this year. I mean, if it ain't, you know what I'm saying, for me, if he wins it again, it is what it is. But, I'm going for it. And so right now, we're beating on Houston right now. I mean, it's not looking too good for them at all. They haven't been able to move the ball, just like UTSA. There's 3rd and 17. We're up 14-0. It looks like they finna give us the ball back, and they actually do. Throwing it right to Montrell. Never understand why teams do that, but hey, we'll take it. Surprisingly, we actually didn't score at all for the rest of that first quarter. Now it's halfway through the second quarter, and here on 1st and 10, I end up taking a pretty big sack, going back 9 yards. But that wouldn't matter, because I'll throw this ball down the field to Montrell. Well, at least I thought he caught it. He actually ended up dropping the ball, which is not normal for me at all. I'm used to him just being able to, catch it every single time. But it's fine though, because I got that thing right to my tight end. He ended up picking it up and almost getting to the end zone. Now, thanks to Trey Green, we all the way into the red zone. And on 2nd and goal, I ended up finding him again, scoring the touchdown. That's the second half, and here on 2nd and 10, me and Montrell tried to go for it all. Had a motion out the backfield, threw that thing down the field while getting hit, and I thought he got his foot down, but he did not, making it 3rd and 10. That would have been a crazy play, but we would still end up getting the first down because you already know that man Trey Green caught that ball, took a hit, and secured it. Bro's just a dog. And now on 2nd and 10, my O-line is blocking like amazing right now. Montrell was just standing there right in between the zones, waiting for me to throw in the ball, getting it to him and getting us to the 2-yard line. And here, we're in that thing in for the easy touchdown. And at this point in this blowout, we just racking up stats. I mean, we're up 28-3 and coach still got me in the game, and honestly, kind of appreciate him for it. Got that thing to Montrell, who's wide open, did a nasty spin move, got him a little bit more yards. And now 1st and 10 in the red zone, I really don't want to throw a dumb pass to get intercepted. Thankfully, my guy ended up diving on that ball, so the DB couldn't make a play on that at all, and him running in for another touchdown. And after that, I ended up getting taken out the game. We win this game 42-10. In another game where I put up crazy passing stats and didn't play the full game. These are the games we need. And this game was Trey, Montrell, and Kyle. All right, now this week, we got FIU. And it's actually another game at home. And this game right here is actually the last game before we get to play against an actual ranked opponent. Another top 10 opponent, which is Texas A&M, a school that's always fun to play against because, they actually have some talent on their team. But we got to make sure we do these dudes dirty so that when we go into that next game, we coming in there with a lot of momentum. And passes like this can bring a lot of momentum. That was nasty. Now on defense, doing our job, they actually done made their way past the 50-yard line. But it's 3rd and 4 now, and they're in 5 out. And they actually end up getting the first down, getting all the way into the red zone. But with a bit of a score, it's 4th and goal now. And they actually were able to score, running that thing right up the middle. And now we got to respond to their response. 1st and 10, got a little motion happening in the backfield, and I'm just going to launch it down the field to Montrell. I really don't care if there's 2 people by him. It really doesn't matter at all. Getting us all the way to the 2-yard line. And on 1st and goal, instead of running the ball like they thought we was going to do, a nasty play action got my man Trey Green wide open for this touchdown. And they was just not able to respond to our response of their response because we ended up with the ball back. And I ended up hitting Montrell. I threw it a little bit too far ahead so he couldn't keep going with it, getting no yak yards. But it's fine though, because we still going to find our way up the field. Super fast running back, like I said. The way he just took off after catching that ball was insane. We done made our way into the red zone, and I threw a pretty bad pass. But I had playmakers on my team. Kyle Parker, nasty. 21-7. They got about a minute left in the first half to try to put some more points on the board before the second half. And on 2nd and 19, quarterback tries to scramble, takes a sack. Just terrible for them. And because of that, they decided to just run the ball. Because it's 3rd and 27. They don't believe that they can gain these yards back. And especially after we called a timeout, we're using another one because we kind of want some more points, which we're going to get. Even though we only have 26 seconds to do it, it really doesn't matter. I got my tight end. And he ended up dropping the ball, unfortunately. But you know, when all else fails, just throw the ball down the field to Montrell. He's down there somewhere, touchdown. Now, FIU has actually made their way into the red zone. It's 3rd and 4 now, and they QB end up actually throwing a dot to the back of the end zone. What a throw. And so it's actually still a game. It's a 14-point game. We do have the ball, so scoring here will make this game just that much harder for them. Scrambling to the left side, got my guy Kyle Parker picking up the big first down. I see that they pressing Montrell on that left side, so I really want to throw him the ball, but he ended up getting pressed out of bounds, crazy enough. But I still got my guy Kyle Parker once again picking up another big first down. And now 2nd and 11, running the play action. They D-line ended up having the craziest pressure, and I couldn't throw the ball because it would have been intercepted, making it 3rd and 12. I don't know how they did that on defense, but it's fine. We're going to find a way, and we did. I'm getting my guy Trey to run up the field, and him and Montrell end up kind of running to the same place, babe. Touchdown, that's all that matters. And after that, with us being up by that many scores in the 4th quarter, it was a done deal, and coach ended up taking me out the game. You know, got to be fresh for this game against Texas A&M. And once again, another game, putting up crazy stats. Played 3 quarters. This time it was Montrell and Kyle. It's kind of crazy. Kyle ain't really been balling too hard, but hey, I'm telling you, eventually he gonna get to it. We just got so much talent on this team. It's kind of hard, you know, to get everybody the ball. And yeah, when I said the last game was the last game that we had to play before playing against a ranked opponent, I meant that because I kind of looked over FCS Northwest. And it's actually kind of funny because they put points on the board on us, which doesn't normally happen when we play against FCS schools, but it's fine because we're going to put points on the board easily. Throwing that thing down the field to Kyle Parker, the guy who went crazy last game, he's going to go crazy again. And then on defense, Montrell will pick up a fumble recovery and take that thing to the crib. And defense get again another stop, giving us the ball back, running the play action. Got my guy Montrell to the back of the end zone, and that is a laser. Great catch too. They had their one opportunity when they scored the first points of the game to be up. And that was the only time that they'll ever be up in this game. Because yeah, there's just no way they're going to win this game at all. After getting that stop, now 1st and 10, got my guy Trey Green, easy first down. And then on 1st and 10, running another play action, wide open Trey Green once again. I don't know what type of defense they playing, but it ain't working. He fought his way all the way to the red zone, and now we done made our way all the way to the 1 yard line, running the play action. I'm going to go ahead and use my legs to get in there. And so obviously, as everyone expected, another blowout victory that we get here at home. I did take a sack, but it really doesn't matter when you got talent like this on your team. You can just throw the ball down the field and just know it's going to be a touchdown. Up 35-7, still the first half, and Montrell decided to go ahead and do a little punt return, doing a nasty spin move to the outside. Using his speed, that punter is not going to catch him. He took that thing to the crib. We're now up 41, about to be 42-7. And me, I already know coach is going to take me out once the second half starts. So I got to try to, get a little something more before I get out the game. And it was easy. Montrell over the top. And when the backups came in, they did not stop. We won this game 69-7. And once again, getting player of the game, only playing one half of football. And I didn't throw a single incomplete pass the entire game. I only had to throw 8 of them too, thanks to my guys. And this time, my boy Colin finally got to get some catches in, you feel me? But yeah, it's time to actually play some real teams now. And funny enough, even though I did get player of the game, Montrell got player of the week. Our first, as a team's player of the week all year, which is kind of crazy because we done had some crazy games. But now, finally, we're playing against some real competition, an actual ranked opponent. But once again, at home with it too. So, we got to protect our home turf. No way we lose this game. Now, Texas A&M, they're not having a bad year. They're ranked number 7, 4-0, just like us. So, it's definitely going to be a pretty good game. I mean, unless they can't keep up with us offensively, because if they can't, then it's just going to be another one of those blowouts that we've been having all year. And so far, our offense is moving smoothly, running the play action, getting to the outside. Got my guy Trey Green getting a dive and grab, making it 1st and goal. And now we're going right back to it, right back to the play action.
and I wanted to hit Montrell, but couldn't really see that as a smart idea. So instead of taking the sack backwards, I ran forwards. And now 3rd and goal, hitting Montrell. He caught that ball while taking the hit, securing the touchdown, the first of the game. And now the defense is definitely doing their job right now. Got Texas A&M to 3rd and 10 already. And Montrell, he's just playing the sticks, making sure the guy don't get the first down. Quarterback threw the check down, and great tackle from Montrell. Now that one stop right there could mean the entire game for Texas A&M. Because the way our offense is moving right now, I don't know if we'll ever slow down. I mean, we done made our way all the way past the 50 already. But maybe I should start slowing down a little bit. Because I threw my first interception of the season. Because I tried to push the ball down the field too fast. Just wasn't a smart pass. I got to be able to read that a little bit better. But I am happy I'm getting out the way earlier in the season instead of like in a further game like the SEC championship, because we're definitely gonna go there. But because of me, they done made their way into the red zone now. But the defense is still playing great. Still got them to 3rd and 14, still doing their job. And then after this sack, they pushed all the way back. They're gonna have to go for the field goal. All right, now just gotta be a lot smarter than I was last drive. Because I'm not trying to be that guy that just throws interceptions. I need the NFL to know that I'm a very smart quarterback and I can read defenses, but I can't do what I did last drive. Just got to stay calm and keep on taking what the defense is giving me. They end up giving me this underneath route to my running back, picking up the first down. But then I got aggressive again. Threw it to Montrell, a nasty back shoulder with 2 people on him, and he caught that? Disgusting. Touchdown. And I mean, they couldn't believe it. They even had to replay. Just look at how, hey, that's a nasty pass right there, man. That's pinpoint accuracy and a great catch. But as for Texas A&M, their offense still just ain't looking like it's moving too smoothly. It's taking them a little bit too much to get first downs. And now it's 4th and 25. They're putting the ball to us. And it's just seeming like for them, like it's not really looking too good. It's already the second half. They still only have 3 points. And even if we don't pick up the first down off of a pass, I'm able to, get through the gaps in the O-line to pick it up with my legs. And then on this play on 2nd and 10, their whole defense will just get discombobulated by this play. My boy Kyle Parker will end up being wide open for this touchdown. Like, what were they doing? I have no idea, but I'll take it. It's the 4th quarter and they finally scored a touchdown. We actually missed our extra point, but it wouldn't matter because this play will put us up over the top and basically in the game, because I don't know what defense they was playing, but I just read that from the start and knew it was going to be a touchdown. Our first ranked opponent, Texas A&M, knocked off. And other than that interception, I threw that dumb interception, I had a very good game. I mean, I only threw 4 incomplete passes, and one of those was an interception that shouldn't have been thrown at all. Got another SEC opponent here in Kentucky, and we're actually at that crib with it. Now, they're 2-2, so we should definitely be able to beat them, but they're still one of those schools that can sneakily, get a win. But for now, our offense is still looking as good as ever. Kyle Parker wide open down the field for the first touchdown of the game. And on defense, it was 3rd and 8. So the defense was playing well up until this play. They were all pressed and somebody got killed off that line, which got them all the way to about the 18-yard line, 19-yard line. And they end up scoring on that drive. So now we got to respond to their response. And on 2nd and 10, I would get my guy Montrell just throwing that over that linebacker's head, and he would somehow turn that into a touchdown. Yo, that's just speed that you can't teach at all. And once again, here on defense, Kentucky is on 3rd down again. They're about on the 50-yard line, and again, they're throwing it over the top. I think that's the same guy that got beat last time, so they're back in the red zone. And on 2nd and 2, throwing it to Montrell's guy, he allowed the 1st and goal. And then they ran the ball up the middle and got into the end zone, tying the game up. This might be one of those games. But the main thing will be, can Kentucky keep up with our high pace, just high scoring offense? Because if they can't, then there's no way they're going to be able to hang. Trey Green, big touchdown. And after this play, I don't know if they'll be able to come back from it. 3rd and 8, Montrell got beat, but but did he really? He came back into that play and knocked the ball out of that receiver's hands with a strip, and we get the ball already on their side of the field. This game might be over just because of that. Because I mean, literally, the next play, motion out the backfield, and guess what got wide open on a corner route? Kyle Parker, touchdown. It's now a 2-score lead. But Kentucky, they is not trying to back down. With a minute and a half left here in the first half, they made their way into the red zone. It's now 3rd and 3, and they tested Montrell over the top, and he actually got beat. He played it a little bit too far to the inside and just allowed him to have too many steps, and they end up scoring a touchdown again, bringing it to a 1-score lead. But with all this time, ain't no way we ain't finna get into the end zone. And I had to give Montrell that chance right there to go ahead and get a deep bomb after he just allowed a touchdown, because, you know, you never want to see that. But Kentucky started playing some pretty good defense, though, here in the red zone. And on 3rd and 10, couldn't really find anyone to get the ball to, had to throw it out of bounds. And so we ended up settling for only 3 points on last drive. But it didn't really matter because Kentucky didn't do anything with the ball when they got the ball to start off the second half. And now with our chance, they're playing some good defense. But when all else fails, I'm throwing it down the field to Montrell, because he's just too fast for everybody. We're extending the lead. And now the game is just starting to, you know, get away from them now. We're up 38-21. It was just a game, but it's not really looking like it's finna be too much of a game anymore, because we end up getting this stop, making it 4th down, and we trying to put more points on the board, but this right here can't happen. It wasn't even a blitz, and they still got there like pretty fast. And I don't know what the O-line is doing, but luckily I didn't need that much time to throw the ball down the field to Montrell once again and extend the lead again. Man, it's tough. 45-21 now, and they finally end up getting a slant, and they took that to the crib, but it really doesn't mean anything because it's the 4th quarter and we finna run this ball out. And we win this game 45-29. Kentucky, they stayed in the game for a little bit, but eventually, like I said, our offense just gets too much for, you know, most teams. And I get player of the game again. Almost 500 passing yards, 66%, 6 touchdowns. I've been throwing a good amount of touchdowns this season. And man, just look at the stats. Yo, they going crazy. And Montrell will get SEC Offensive Player of the Week. 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 catches. Yo, like, hey, going crazy. We're taking on Auburn this week, and we at their crib with it, and this stadium is very loud. I almost threw an interception there. Luckily, my boy Trey Green is just the best tight end in the nation, because he just makes big plays for me week in and week out. It really don't matter. 1st and 10, we done made our way past the 50. I'm running the play action, and you already know who's wide open, as he always is, Trey Green, and he's fighting his way into the end zone for that touchdown. Great job by the defense doing their thing so far. It's 3rd and 8. Auburn decided to run the ball, immediately got stuffed. I don't know what made them do that dumb play right there, but hey, that gives us an opportunity to go ahead and extend this lead by another touchdown. And that's exactly what we intend to do. 2nd and 3, try to get this to Kyle Parker, but I ended up taking a hit while throwing the ball, so it went straight into the ground. But play action on 3rd and 3. And of course, Trey Green across that middle for the 1st down. I really just love how like players like Trey Green, Kyle Parker, they all became like way better over time. Before it was just like Montrell, the only guy who was really balling for real. But you know, we're in our last season, and I know they're good enough to make it to the NFL, and I gotta make that happen. And I mean, I already know a couple of these guys on defense. I mean, no, most of them will end up in the NFL, because the way this defense just plays as a squad is just crazy. They've been getting big stops for us all season, even last year. And because of that, this team is just a well-oiled machine, just unstoppable right now. We're just dogging Auburn so far. I mean, they're not having a bad season, but this game that we having against them is making it look like they're having a bad year. And they finally had a big play, sacking me, picking up the fumble after I fumbled the ball like an idiot. And now they get the ball, but it really didn't mean anything because they got stopped again. We got 50 seconds left here in the first half, and they was actually pressing up on Kylan. Yo, he ain't really been playing. He ain't really been getting the ball too much this season, but hey, he's one of those guys. Do not press him. Now in the second half, they still haven't scored any points, and we're already in the red zone. Got Montrell on a corner route, just disgusting. And we're about 34, about to be 35 points. And I mean, Auburn, they made their way into the red zone, but They did all that, just throw an interception. But not only was that an interception, he took it all the way to the crib. And it's funny, coach still got us putting the ball in the air, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw it. Kylan again with another big play. But after that, I ended up getting out the game in the fourth quarter. We win this game 52-14. We just look unstoppable defensively, offensively. It's just not fair right now. And another player of the game. And this time, it was Montrell and Kylan balling out. And now, about halfway through the season, we're actually ranked number 2 behind USC, the team that we beat in the national championship last season. And in terms of the Heisman, I'm number 1. Montrell's number 2. It's looking like one of us is going to win it once again for the second year in a row, which is kind of crazy. But look at my stats: 33 touchdowns to 1 pick, 2,300 yards, Montrell, 1,100 yards, 16 touchdowns. I only have 1 interception, which is crazy, 73%. Like, I've been playing great games, and honestly, definitely having a better season I did last year, statistically and everything. Of course, Montrell's number 1 in receiving. I'm actually number 1 in passing yards and passing touchdowns in the nation right now. And with all the success that me and Montrell is having, you already know people are talking about us, like, and what teams we're going to get drafted to in the NFL and whatnot. You feel me? Because just the plays that we're making, like, look at this one. Thought he was beat on a comeback or a curl route, but instead picked it off and went for 6. You already know that we're both top 5 picks without a doubt. But who's to say that we're both not the 1 and 2 pick in the NFL draft? I mean, if you ask any LSU fan or any of our family members, I mean, we're number 1 and 2. It don't matter what the order is. It might just be dependent on the team, but we're 1 and 2 for sure. But for now, we need to just, stay in the present and make sure that we win another national championship at LSU. And make sure we staying on top of our game so that we don't fall out of that top 2. Now here on 1st and 10, I tried to go for the touchdown. I saw Montrell beat his man, but I threw this ball just a little bit too high, so he couldn't get to it. But then on 2nd and 10, ran a play action. And this time, got Trey Green, touchdown. In Tennessee, just like all the other teams we played this season, they're struggling a little bit on offense. Tried to do a screen play, threw it straight to the ground. That pressure, which is way too much for that QB. And now with just under 2 minutes left here in the first half, we're looking forward to extending this lead to 3 touchdowns before the second half. And we will do that here on this play, where I end up throwing one of my craziest passes, taking a hit, 2 people on Montrell, and somehow completed that pass. That was just disgusting. Them DBs ain't even know what the ball was. I guess somebody got in their eyes or something, because they weren't there. But with the time that they got, they actually do have enough time to get down the field, and they're doing that. They end up picking up another first down, getting to about, the 25, 24? They got under 20 seconds left in this first half to try to put some type of points on the board, and it looks like they might end up doing that. After picking up another first down, getting to the 4-yard line on 1st and goal, the quarterback ended up scrambling to the right side, ended up getting met though, and he still broke that tackle to get into the end zone for their first points of the game. I mean, what a play by that guy. But unfortunately for them, scoring 1 little touchdown ain't gonna be enough to keep up with us. I ended up scrambling out to the left side, got it to my running back, and the way he cut that corner with his crazy speed, they just couldn't keep up with him. And now 2nd and 2, had a motion out the backfield, and I got Kyle Parker down the field, just completely dunked on, mossed that DB. He didn't have to jump for it that much. It was just a great ball, great catch, touchdown. And now back on defense, Tennessee ran a play action on 3rd and 8, and just them dogs got after it. Crazy enough, this is actually one of the first times I'm able to play in the 4th quarter. And I'm throwing a touchdown, making it 34, about to be 35-7. They would end up scoring another touchdown in the game off, but yeah, just another blowout victory for us and another player of the game for me. And this was actually like the most spread out the yards have ever been, like all season. Well, at the end of the season, basically now, we got a couple games left until the conference championship. And the way we've been looking like all season, our point differential has just been crazy. And I mean, this week we're playing against a ranked opponent, Missouri, who's actually having a good year, but we made this drive look easy. And then on defense, Montrell ended up getting a pick 6. And because of that, we're up 2 scores now. And on 3rd and 10, thought we had the stop, but that DB just played the ball completely completely wrong. So they end up getting past the 50-yard line. 3rd and 12 now, and I don't know what type of play they just ran, but it didn't work at all. And now we're back on offense, getting that thing to Trey Green, who picked up the big first down, getting to about the 20-yard line. And now look, I'm not a fast quarterback, but I really surprised myself with the speed that I was able to get to getting away from them linemen, and then got into the end zone. That's something I don't normally do. Missouri done finally found the end zone, but they gave us a little bit too much time. So, we found the end zone again too. Not only that, just to make matters worse for Missouri, we start off with the ball in the second half. Got my boy Trey Green, the guy who's just been there like him and Montrell every single game. It don't matter. Them boys just been there. And then Trey Parker this time. Touchdown. At this point, 35-7 in the second half, the game is over. 3rd and 5, they threw it over the top to Montrell out of all people. Just not a good decision. Another interception for that man, Montrell. And we're just adding on to the body bags. Another blowout victory, winning this one 42-14. Well, I put up another crazy game, like just very high percentage football, high efficiency football I'm playing. And it's all thanks to my receivers who just get open every single play. It's actually funny to me, like Montrell really wasn't catching interceptions when we were playing against the worst teams. I guess he doesn't really try on defense until it's time to play against, the actual better teams in the nation. But it really don't matter. As long as we getting the wins, that's really all that matters. We tried to do a receiver screen on this play that we normally don't ever do, and actually ended up working. I guess coaches wanted to try something out real quick to pick up that little first down. And now as y'all saw it, taking that sack, it's now 2nd and 19. I tried to force it into Montrell, which I shouldn't have done, because it got swatted and landed right into a linebacker's hands for my 2nd interception thrown this season. Which is kind of crazy to say they only threw 2 picks, and it's the 10th game of the year, but that still wasn't a good pass to throw. Luckily though, the defense still locked in, as it's still currently 0-0. Got a motion out the backfield, I'm scrambling out to the right side, and I got Montrell wide open on that crossing route, picking up the big first, getting to about the 30-yard line. They defense started locking in a little bit, they end up getting us a 3rd and 10, but if there's one thing you can't forget is that I have legs. I don't use them at all normally, but I still got a little bit of speed, enough to pick up the first down, and that's exactly what I end up doing. Now 3rd and 2, scrambling out to the right side, got Montrell for the touchdown. And now back on the defensive side of the ball, we got them to 3rd and 15, and with everybody locked up, QB took a big sack, making it 4th and 25, obviously finna punt the ball. And Montrell actually decided to return this one. Did a nasty spin move, got to the outside, and ended up burning everybody to the edge, but just couldn't get past this one guy. Hey, got us in good positioning though. And because of that, you already know I gotta get him this touchdown. Wide open, touchdown, of course. And defense will actually end up creating a turnover, getting us into the red zone already, and just a wide open Trey Parker. I don't know how they left him, but hey, touchdown. Up 21-0. We get the ball to start the second half, and on 2nd and 10, once again, Trey Parker burning his man over the top for the big play, getting us all the way to 1st and goal. But we end up taking a couple sacks, making it 3rd and goal, and then I actually end up breaking this sack and decided to take it in myself. After another failed drive by Mississippi State, once again 2nd and goal, got Montrell for another touchdown. We're up by a lot, as we end up winning this game 42-7. In another game where I threw a lot of touchdowns, and Montrell caught half of them. 11th game of the season, and it's actually the game that we've been waiting for. But what we didn't realize, it's kind of crazy, Georgia is actually 5-5 right now, so I guess they're just not having a good season. But at the same time, still can't play them like they're not having a good season, because they're still Georgia, and we know they got talent on their squad. And with us being at home, there's no way we should lose this game at all. 3rd and 11, tried to test Montrell. He got the ball to the receiver, but didn't get enough yards to actually pick up the first down. So now, giving the ball back to us, 1st and 10, motion out the backfield. Got my tight end Trey Green wide open down that middle for the big first down, getting all the way to the red zone. But then on 2nd and 9, I did the dumbest thing you could do. I tried to scramble, ended up running backwards, getting sacked, making it 3rd and 21. Just not a smart decision at all. But My guy, Montrell, tried to back shoulder fade it. He could not secure that catch. So we end up having to go for 3 points. But luckily, though, the defense is locking up. They quarterback, it might be a receiver issue because they receivers just don't be getting open at all. So now we can just go ahead and continue scoring. Just a nasty spin move from Montrell, getting to the end zone once again. Now with 11 seconds left in the first half, they finally made their way into the red zone and then into the end zone. But will they be able to get stops on us and actually stay with us in this game? Probably not. They end up getting the ball to start off the second half. Did nothing with it. So now 2nd and 11, I got Montrell, who's been killing that DB this whole game, by the way. They need to switch somewhere else on to Montrell because he obviously can't hold him. 3rd and 3, end up fake scrambling, getting it to Trey Green for the first down. 1st and 10 now here in the red zone. And that D-line just ended up getting to me. And now on 3rd and 9, there's really no need to do nothing dumb. Just pick up the first down or just get the field goal. And we actually end up getting the 4th and inches. And coach, y'all know how he is. He don't like kicking field goals when it's 4th and inches. So we end up running the ball and we end up getting to the end zone with that running play. Game is probably over with. Georgia is down 24-7. It's 3rd and 18. Tried to get it down the field, couldn't do it, swatted away, and this game's over as we end up winning 31-13. And this time it was Montrell with player of the game, 6 catches, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was killing that guy. Man, I really wasn't expecting for Georgia to be that easy. Like, just be a pushover like that? It's weird. But hey, I'll take the dub though. We're going into the last game of the season. And in the final game of the regular season, we got Texas at Texas. So this is definitely going to be a pretty tough game. And they're ranked number 10. So they're not like Georgia. They're actually good this year. We're actually starting off with the ball here. And I'm not going to lie, the stadium is super loud. And that D-line ended up getting to me, sacking me, making it 2nd and 15. And our offense really had a very tough start. 3rd and 15 now. And we really need to find a way to pick up the first down. But I just couldn't. Texas defense was really locking up on this drive. Swatted that thing down and they end up getting the ball. Getting past the 50-yard line now. It's 3rd and 6 though. So all we got to do is lock up here. Montrell all over his man. So is that linebacker. They tried to take a check down. It didn't work. They actually going for it here on 4th and 3. Out here in 5 out. And it ended up working. Throwing it to Montrell's man. And once again, on 3rd down, 3rd and 7, they actually end up getting another open route, getting to the 6-yard line, in which they end up scoring on that drive. So now we have to respond. We don't have a choice. I threw a very bad pass. It's just not smart. Should have been intercepted, to be honest with you, but luckily it wasn't. So we get another chance here on 3rd and 10, and I got Kyle Parker with the big first down, something that we really needed badly because the Texas defense is really all over us. I'm gonna be honest, this is the toughest that we ever had. It's the hardest time we ever had trying to get down the field. But shoot, we still making our way down the field. I'm scrambling out to the right side, got Montrell, and no, I don't. I threw that a little bit too far to the left side. I should have let him a lot more to the right. Intercepted in the end zone, just not a great place to throw interception at all. And with the way it's going right now, after they picked up this huge play that would go to the crib, it's not looking good for us. We're actually down by 2 touchdowns. We have not been put in this situation at all this season. It's just been easy for us. But this game is obviously a lot tougher. But as soon as we find our stride, we're going to get going. I got my boy Kylan over the top, and he took this thing to the crib off of 3rd and 14. We really needed this touchdown. Big play. And now we really need this stop here on defense, and we actually end up getting it too. So we have about 50 seconds left in the first half to try to put some more points on the board. 40 seconds left on 2nd and 10, and I tried to throw that out route, and I actually ended up getting it to him. Somehow that DB did not make a play on that ball. Hey, lucky for me. Hey man, I'm just gonna say that boy Trey Parker really wants this. Threw this thing up there for him, and he came down with it while taking a hit. Hey, I love it. Now 9 seconds, 8 seconds left, got the first down. Kyle Parker fighting, and he got into the end zone, and we tied the game up before the second half. And now it's starting to look like the momentum is shifting. The crowd really ain't that loud anymore. It's 3rd and 12, and They end up picking up the big first down. We somehow need to find a way to get a stop here. 2nd and 9. Montrell's playing the cloud, trying to help guard this crossover here, and the QB end up taking a sack, a big one at that, making it 3rd and 17. And once again, quarterback tried to scramble. He's not fast, so he ended up taking once again another sack, making it 4th and 19. And they actually end up missing the extra point, which was perfect because now we get our chance to take the lead for the first time of the game. And I got Kylan over the top, burning his man once again. Man, what a dog. It's just funny how the tables end up turning that fast. We was down 14 and now we're up by a touchdown. It's 3rd and 15 and the big play ended up happening. They scored this touchdown and they tie the game back up. But all that means is it's going to be one of those type of games. One of those games where whoever lets up first is going to lose, and it's not going to be us. Montrell down the field, touchdown. Man, this is a crazy final game of the regular season. Some of the craziest things you could ever see. They ran the ball on 2nd and 18, got 6 yards off of that, making it 3rd and 12, and a great play by that DB to swat it away. And they actually end up punting the ball to us. And because of that, they made a big mistake. Montrell using his speed, getting all the way to the outside, juking out to the outside, and he ended up getting us to around the 50-yard line, which was perfect because now we're in perfect positioning. That boy Kylan beat his man to the inside, got him right before taking that hit, and now we're in the red zone. In the red zone now with an opportunity to make this a 2-score lead. 2nd and 10, got Trey Green, touchdown. And now it's 4th and 3 for them because we're about 2 scores, so they have no choice but to go for it, and they did not get it. That's game over. Just a crazy game. We were looking bad at the beginning, I'm not going to lie. Going down 14-0, but then we finally turned it on like I said. As soon as we get to rolling, you feel me? That's when it get crazy. And we got to rolling and it got crazy. But now, with that being the last game of the regular season, it's time for the SEC Conference Championship. We need another one. This is our last one in our college football careers. We need this. And in the SEC Conference Championship, playing against Florida. And they've already put some points on the board. So we just got to respond to them. And we already made our way all the way to the goal line as a 2nd and goal. And I got my guy Trey Green catching that ball, taking the hit, securing that touchdown. But Florida is not trying to be one of those teams that get blown out by us. They done made their way all the way into the red zone again, and that should end up scoring another touchdown. They didn't make the extra point, but they did score. So now we got to respond once again. On 1st and 10, running a play action, try to scramble out to the left side, and I really shouldn't have done this because when I threw this ball, it was just inaccurate. It wasn't a great pass, wasn't a smart pass at all, and I throw another interception. And because of my dumb mistake, we're down by 2 scores. But we were down by 2 scores against Texas A&M, so I know we still have a chance in this game. As our defense, they do what they need to do when they do it. It's 40 seconds left in the first half. Got my boy Montrell juking out the defender, getting all the way to the other side of the field to about the 25-yard line. We got 10 seconds remaining. We really want to touch down, and guess who's there for that tug? Not Trey Green, because he got us to about the 2-yard line. But you already know we got to get this here. It's 1st and goal, 5 seconds left. I'm going to go ahead and do it myself, though, so I don't throw no interception. They actually started off with the ball in the second half. Luckily, though, our defense locked in and locked up. But what they're doing, too, is locking in and locking up because they end up getting a big sack on me. I ran backwards, so they get the ball back. They're about 6 points, and we cannot allow it. He ended up getting another fumble off another curl like the other time. But this time, I really don't know how that wasn't just an incomplete pass, but I'll take it, though, because we need to win this game. But I ain't going to lie, that D-line has been playing very well. 3rd and 16, and this time I was finally able to get it over the top, getting it to Kylan for the touchdown. And after making the extra point, we'll be up in this game. End of the 3rd quarter is 3rd and 7. They're getting a little desperate, try to test Montrell over the top, and y'all know what happens when that happens. Interception. Hey man, you cannot get desperate. If it's one thing you need to do is stay locked in, because anything can happen. But now that we rolling, 1st and 10, I'm scrambling out to the right side. I got Kylan on the slant, got it right to him for that touchdown. And now it's our turn to start taking off. Though Florida clearly not going for it. We're about 8 points right now. There's 2 minutes left in this game and they are fighting for it. Getting the first and goal. And on first and goal, their quarterback tried to scramble. He didn't find anything he liked, so he tried to run out to the side with Montrell, and they ended up tackling him. I wish somebody would have punched it out, because on third and goal, he would run out to the other side of Montrell this time and get into the end zone. And of course, they finna go for 2 points here, which they end up getting. So now with 50 seconds left, we really not trying to go to OT. We finna get into the end zone, or at least get a field goal. It's 2nd and 3, just a huge play right here. Only 17 seconds left in this game, and I decided to throw it over the top to Montrell, and he got that tud. And man, just what a catch, because now with 4 seconds remaining in this game, they have no choice but to go for the Hail Mary, and Montrell's gonna stand in the back, make sure nobody catches it like what happened to the Bears against Washington, and it actually ended up getting picked off in this game. As once again, we are SEC Conference champions, man. Yo, our last season, we gotta end off with a bang like I said. It's time for the playoff. But before that, it's time for the awards. And this time, I was actually the one to win Player of the Year and win the Heisman. You feel me? Last season, that boy Montrell won it. This season, I won it. But of course, that's not where our team's rewards end at. Montrell got best receiver. You know what I'm saying? Trey Green with the best tight end. But we got a best line. Like, yo, we just got the best everything. Like, best linebacker. We just cold. But now we need to lock in. Of course, we get the first round bye, but now we got to see who we playing against, Notre Dame or Memphis. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be Notre Dame. And well, of course, it is Notre Dame. In the Sugar Bowl playing against Notre Dame now. And you already know, we starting off with a bang. Throwing that thing over the top to Montrell. He ain't get touchdown, but hey, man, what a play. Motion out the backfield here on 1st and 10. And I took too long to make a decision. Got sacked. After an incomplete pass, it's now 3rd and 19. More 5 out. And I don't know how, but I ended up missing my guy down the seams. Tried to get it to Kyle, and it just wasn't the right pass. So we ended up only taking 3 points on that drive. Then on defense on 3rd and 9, thought we had to stop there, but they ended up getting a pretty good play, a pretty good pass, getting them into the red zone. Now on 3rd and 3, we're running the zone, which was not the smartest thing to do because they had a wide open guy just standing there in the end zone for the touchdown. In the first quarter now on 1st and 10, running the play action, and somebody left a man wide open down the field. That is Kyle Parker with the big touchdown. And Notre Dame actually ended up scoring right back. 2nd quarter now, down by 4 points, and this time I got my running back running across the field, burnt his man, got us to the other side of the field. Now we're slowly making our way up the field, getting close to that end zone. I'm scrambling out to the right side, don't really see anybody to get the ball to, so I tried to make a play. Probably should just went out of bounds, but luckily I didn't fumble the ball. 3rd and 3, and I'm just gonna take what they're giving me. Took the underneath route, but didn't get the first down. It's 4th and inches. You already know we gotta go for it here. And my tight end is just standing there wide open for the first down. And then on 1st and goal, got Trey Green once again catching this ball, getting into the end zone. Well, we thought it was an end zone, but unfortunately, the ball didn't cross the plane, so we ended up having to go for it again. And we got it, running this thing in for the touchdown. Only 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. They're down by 3 points with no timeouts remaining, so all we gotta do is tackle them in bounds and we're gonna be good. But it's looking like they might just be trying to settle for the 3 points. Even this far of a field goal, I don't know how smart that is, but threw the ball out of bounds. And they actually started off with the ball first in the second half, but intercepted by Montrell and taken for 6. And that wasn't it, because on the next drive, a fumble recovery by Montrell for another touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns on defense for Montrell in this game. And because of Montrell just being Montrell, we're up 31-17, and we're looking to extend that even more after Montrell picked up this huge game. And then on 1st and 10, I find Kyle Jackson on the outside. The safety tried to play it, but just couldn't get to him in time. Touchdown. This is over. Literally. We won this game 45-24. This is crazy. Montrell made them 2 plays that basically ended the game. Could have been completely different, but man, What a game by him. He should have definitely been player of the game, by the way. Because, yeah, I had a good game, but bro went crazy offensively and defensively. I don't know if the game counts stuff like that, but yeah, it's crazy. But now we're in the Cotton Bowl. This is the final game that we need to win before we can get to our second national championship. And it's going to be a good one without a doubt, because we got another Florida team. We got Miami, and clearly he didn't watch film at all. Threw it right to Montrell, gave it right to him. And you already know where Montrell going with this. It's going to the crib. Second quarter now, they done made that way past the 50-yard line, but now it's 2nd and 13. They decided to run the ball, didn't go anywhere with it. They only ended up gaining 1 yard off of that play. Came out here on 3rd and 12, running 5 out. Almost got the first down, just fell inches short of it. They ended up only getting 3 points on that drive, crazy enough. And now on our drive, got Montrell over the top, picking up the big first down, getting past the 20-yard line. And now 1st and 10, running a little play action. I want to hit Trey Green on this play, but they left my running back wide open, and he got that speed to get to the end zone. You can't catch him. About 2 minutes left here in the first half. 2nd and 7. Everybody's locked up except for one person. Over the top, burnt his man, and they scored their first touchdown of the game. But with about a minute left here in the first half, we got enough time, most definitely, to at least put a field goal up on the board. Got Montrell underneath drag route, using his speed, getting all the way to about the 35-yard line. And then he would use his crazy speed once again to get to this ball. I threw it over the top, got it over the DB's head, and that's a touchdown. Now, they did have enough time to get some more points, but they just couldn't do it. The defense was too much for them, and now with us getting the ball back in the second half, it was 3rd and 10, got that dot to Trey Green. 1st and 10 now, and I almost took a sack. Luckily, that ball was not intercepted because it could have been, but 2nd and 10, running out to the right, so I got 2 people about to get to me, so I had to throw that little check down to my tight end, who did a nasty spin move to get the first down. Now I run a fake jet sweep, got my running back using his crazy speed, tried to make a play, couldn't do it. Now I run the same play action that we ran earlier here in the red zone, but this time, instead of getting to my running back, I got Trey Green for the touchdown, extending our lead. It looks like we're gonna get to our next natty, especially with how it's looking. We're up 35-10, less than 3 minutes left in this game. Running the play action, I got Trey Green for the touchdown. This thing is over. Just dominated them boys. Just complete domination, winning 42-10 as we get to go to our second national championship in a row. Let's get it. Man, this is crazy. It's what I expected, but still, being here again is definitely pretty crazy. And I know a lot of people, they were kind of hoping that we lost, because this would have been a interesting game if we weren't here, because it would have been Miami versus Florida. But instead, it's LSU versus Florida. Let's get it. This right here, the national championship, is our final game, our last game playing in college football. And we got to make sure that we do our thing here and win, because that will most definitely lock in our number 1 and 2 spot in the NFL draft, without a doubt. Now, after scoring our touchdown, Florida done made their way down the field. It's 3rd and 4 now. And they actually decided to run the ball, and they ended up working for them. But that boy Montrell came in, did what he always do, made the play, punched the ball out, and we recovered it. And man, I know that sucks. They made their way all the way to our side of the field just for Montrell to punch the ball out. Now, we finna score again. Running the play action here on 2nd and 4. Got Trey Green beating his man to the outside on that crossing route. Almost got to the touchdown, but just fell at the 2-yard line. On 1st and goal, we did something we never did before. Instead of snapping it to me, we snapped it right to the running back. He got into the end zone easily. Florida then made their way into the red zone. This is their opportunity to finally get a touchdown, but that pass rush done got to them, and they got to settle for the field goal. And they end up leaving us with a little bit too much time. We got 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm just going to go ahead and launch this thing down the field to Montrell, and he secures that touchdown. Now, so far, we're dominating. We didn't do anything when we got the ball to start the second half, but we're up 21-3, and we're looking pretty good. Our defense is locking up especially. It's 3rd and 12 now, and he threw that thing right to Montrell. Just not a great decision at all. Man, I'm not going to lie. It's terrible for them. They started to play some pretty good defense here, but no matter what down it is, we always have the opportunity to get the big first down. I'm scrambling out to the right side. I got my guy on that sideline, and only I can make this type of pass. Come on now. We actually made our way past the 20, and here on 3rd and 4, ran a play action, and I did a very dumb thing. Yep, threw an interception. We're up 21-3, but throwing an interception is never good. We still have a whole quarter of football left. That's enough time for a comeback. But will they be able to come back? Probably not. We got them the 4th and inches. And when they tried to secure the first down, they thought they had it off this curl route, but a great play forced them to drop that ball. And with the score being the way the score is and the amount of time remaining, yeah, another interception for Montrell. It's over. As we end up winning our 2nd national championship in our final game in college football, winning the game convincingly, winning 21-3. And man, even though we won last year, just like the feeling is still there. 2 national championships, man. That's how you do it. And even though I won player of the game, we all know who the real player of the game was. Clearly Montrell. 2 interceptions and did what he did on offense. He went crazy. But man, all I gotta say is we had such a crazy year. Like, I'm pretty sure we broke a good amount of records, which we finna see in a little bit, but the stats that we put up this year, last year, especially Montrell in his first year too, like, we went crazy. Montrell got a couple of career records here, touchdown catches and receiving yards. He also, of course, got some season records, but me, I got my record too, the most passing touchdowns in a single season. But now that me, Keyshawn, and my twin brother, Montrell, careers are over here in college football, who will we be drafted to? Also, what picks do y'all think we're going to be? And who y'all think going to be drafted first?